good
at all.
Yeah, it's like, well. What is shaking? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope your weekend's off to a nice start. Marcus Thompson at the Athletic, his yearly visit came by last year.
I'm coming around like taxes, baby, once a year.
Once a year. Yes. Yeah, but I like just you a lot more than I like taxes.
The black tax?
Well, apparently I like the black tax a lot more than I like the white tax. I don't care for the white tax all that much.
That's why I ain't coming to April. August.
I swear to God, there's more than one April. I swear it comes around a lot quicker. It's like, wait a minute. I know I just paid these. What? Yeah. Oh, you want me to do the estimated ones now too, huh?
Yeah, what's the opposite of a leap year? Because tax season comes in less than 12 months.
It absolutely does. All right, before we get started, let's thank our sponsor, Fieldwork. I'm going to have a Hills and Valleys today, American Pilsner from Fieldwork. If you want to pick up one of these fine Pilsners, you can go by the China Basin Beer Garden. You can go over to Mission Rock. You can go over to San Ramon, San Leandro, the OG over in Berkeley. They have Pilsners, they have Lagers, they have Stouts, they have IPAs, they have Pale Ales. They have damn near everything, and a Chipotle Porter. I sound like my mom now. Chipotle. I'm like, Mom, it's Chipotle. She goes, I know, Chipotle. No, it's not Chipotle. It's Chipotle. Chipotle. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
It's a Chipotle.
Might be Chipotle.
It's a Chipotle Porter is what it is. So you go by and pick up one of those as well. So if you're low on the stash this weekend, stop on by Fieldwork and grab some beers, take it home in the can, or you can sit at one of their lovely locations. I'm telling you, the beer garden in China Basin, you can't get a better beer garden than that one. You got the McCovey Cove, you got the Oracle Park right there as well. So do yourself a favor and pick up some Fieldwork this weekend. What's going on, Marcus?
Oh, we chilling. Why is it so cold?
You got me confused with Bill Martin. How do I know why it's cold?
I don't know.
I don't know why. What do you think? All white people know the weather?
Yes. Part of white
That's a white dude. He must know the weather. I had a
you look like a meteorologist.
I had somebody when I was in Chicago. We went to a bar, and I don't know if it was a black bar, but it was predominantly black. It was me, Rod Higgins. Who else went? I think Mitch went. Maybe a couple other guys.
It was like a bar though, not a club.
I think it was a bar.
I think it was many bars.
Well, it wasn't like a straight bar, but it wasn't like a straight club either. Yeah, it was like kind of like in the middle.
So like a lounge.
Yeah, I think me and Sharunas were the only two white people there.
Oh, that definitely wasn't a bar.
Or like one of the people kept coming up to me and saying, they're like, "Yo, man, you got any?" And finally, I turned to Rod Higgins. I go, "What the fuck are they talking about?" He goes, "Well, you're the white guy. They think you're the drug dealer."
Yeah, you got the coke. What you mean? The white boy brought the white girl. That's
what do you mean? Got any what?
What you want him to spell it out?
Like, leave me alone.
Yo, do you have a heroin? Like, do you have?
I just want my
you
drink.
Also might be the.
I could be the popo.
That's hilarious. Like, what do you want from me?
Can you imagine a buddy comedy cop show? Me and Sharunas.
That's hilarious. What were they asking Sharunas for? Hey, who you got?
I don't know what they asked. I don't know what they better ask carefully though.
Exactly,
because that was pound for pound, maybe the strongest guy I ever played with. I've told this story. I don't know if I told you. We had a really small weight room in the Oakland Coliseum, which is where we had a locker room. So you go in the locker room, pretty cramped. Turn right, my locker. I forget who was sitting next to me at the time. Then you had like 5 or 6 on the right, 5 or 6 on the left, TV down at the end, grease board down at the end, off to the left, Nellie's office, off to the right, the training room. And then in the back was like a small weight room, had to be 25 feet by 10 feet, I guess. I mean, really small. So we go there one day and we hear the weights clanging. I go into his back there working out. And it was Sharunas standing up in just his jockstrap. That's it. Working out in his jockstrap. I mean, this dude looks like a fucking bear. I mean, he's like, I was like, why is Sasquatch in our weight room fucking working out?
That's
this
crazy.
Dude's hair. So he's standing up and he's taking the weights and he's benching them, but doing it standing straight up. I'd never seen anybody do that before. I was like, what are you doing? What kind of exercise is that? and he told me what
He
it
was
was,
different.
and he ended up telling me, because I go, God, you're just strong. He goes, yeah, that's when I was little. After I was born, doctor took a piece of my mom's placenta and put it down my throat. So he goes, that's what helped me with my strength. And I go, get the fuck out of here.
You believe that?
I go, that's some communist shit right there.
Yeah.
What are you trying to pull? Like, what are they trying to do? Super soldiers or something? Like, here's some placenta along with some peanut butter. Fucking wash this thing down.
Wait, did that really?
With some breast milk. Here you go.
Did that really happen?
I'm 100%.
Like, I can see somebody.
I'm 100% positive it happened.
I can see somebody believing that.
There was no irony.
Hey, man, take a little placenta, you'll be young.
There was no irony.
These
there
same
was no
people
laughter.
who put black eyed peas on the porch, you'll be rich. Like I mean,
what?
Yeah.
What?
You never,
like the black leprechaun?
You never heard this? Like on New Year's,
No.
if you put black eyed peas on the porch, that means money will come in your house for the new year.
Never heard
Exactly.
that. Never heard that.
Yeah, they would have talked about it at the club you were at if you would have talked to them.
No, I never heard that. never heard that one. Although my grandma did like black eyed peas. I mean, my dad grew up in Alabama, so we go visit my grandma and grandpa every summer. And I didn't realize
That sounds beautiful, by the way.
I didn't realize you could eat meals without meat until it was just straight like nothing. I was like, "Where's the meat?" I go, "You got any meat?" No. Okay. Well, I guess we'll eat this. Everything was fried. A shoe tastes good fried. I learned that back in Alabama. Yeah. They love using lard to cook with, like real lard, not like oil, not like lard.
It's kind of better than the stuff we use now.
It might be.
You know
it might be
like seed oils and all that.
Fried chicken. I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
Yep, chicken, black-eyed peas.
Have you ever had a fried Snickers?
At a fair?
Yeah.
At a fair, yeah. Because they fry everything at the fair too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want it, they'll fry it for you.
Fried Oreos. We had.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they put anything in there.
I don't know if you could fry something and make it taste worse than it did. Maybe fruit. Maybe fruit you can't.
I don't think there's anything you can do for chitlins. Like you.
I've never had chitlins. They're not no good.
No.
Really?
Chitlins, you gotta conquer the smell first. Like.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the worst meals you'll ever.
What are chitlins?
Intestines.
Yeah, no wonder.
Exactly. Yeah. Nah, like that.
Although I do appreciate going green and using all of the animal.
Yes.
Like I do appreciate that.
Ain't no stone left on.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's all you had. But liver.
Never had that.
You can do to liver.
I heard that's great though. Like liver is supposedly incredible for you.
Like healthy?
Yeah.
What are you watching a Liver King?
That's right. Just rip it off. That dude was a fraud.
He's fraud. Like, man, I got this on liver. Yes. Every steroid they've ever made. Yeah.
I'm yoked.
All you gotta do is eat liver. Like there was somebody in the world who somewhere in America who was like, I'm about to do it. I'm about to just eat liver.
I bet you there's a lot more than one.
I'm about to eat liver. Like it's not working, but
after about 4 months,
I gotta stick to it.
They're like, that's some bullshit, man. I'm like, what do we do?
Somebody was like really here? Like liver and push-ups. I'm gonna be there. Just somebody bought that.
I forgot to tell you, it's not just liver, it's liver and juice. Juice. Take the juice. You got it. You're good to go.
And not liver juice.
The Liver King was but my kryptonite growing up was lima beans. I couldn't eat lima beans. Yeah, the texture of them just threw me. And for whatever reason, that was kind of like back in the day where your parents would say, you're not getting up from the table until
you eat it. Oh, yeah.
That's it. And if you don't,
that's real parenting, by the way.
Yes. Guess what's waiting for you in the morning?
The lima beans.
Lima beans. Absolutely. Like they don't forget.
No.
Like, no, this is what you're going to eat.
Yeah, that's
so I had to think of
parents were the best buck breakers. They would break you.
Incredible.
Mine was cream corn. Can't do it.
Cream corn
out of a kit.
No, what'd you do? Did you get rid of it somehow?
Yes, I ate it and threw it back up in the toilet.
Did you really?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't.
Did you go finger down the throat? Like I'm getting rid of it?
One. I didn't have to. I didn't have to.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that bad. My dad loves cream corn. It's literally like corn in slop.
It's like corn mixed with snot.
Yeah,
is what it's got that viscosity to it. It's like just you get a piece of corn and it'll hang on to the other piece of corn and you'll swallow that piece of corn. but that snot piece will hang on. It'll be in your mouth.
I can't.
It'll be like,
yeah, exactly.
And then at some point it'll fall too far and it'll drag it and go.
It's just like, yo, this is like what aliens would taste like, right? Like, I'm just not. I couldn't do it. Cream corn.
Cream corn's tough to dispose of. See, what I would do with the lima beans is I would spit them in my milk, and the milk would obscure them, and then I'd go out clean the table, and then I'd just dump the milk out.
Why are you dumping milk out?
To get rid of the lima beans.
What I'm saying, you have to finish your milk.
No, I mean it was only like that much.
I see what you're saying. Just like,
and if you hold your hand over it, they can't see the milk in there anyway. Like they weren't looking that hard.
Yeah.
But if it's on the plate, you're eating it. And then we had a ledge.
That was the trick, getting off the plate.
Yes.
Yeah, getting off the plate. Which is tough to do with cream corn.
Exactly. Right? That's what I'm saying. You can't do what I did.
And then like the worst part, like it mixes with everything else. It's like
so bad.
Now if you got chicken, now there's cream corn on your chicken. It's like, oh, I hate it.
Well, that's the thing too. If I eat lima beans, and I could put a lima bean in my mouth, as soon as I bite into it, that's what gets me, because it's the consistency of it. But I could keep it on the right side of my mouth. You put cream corn in your mouth, it's everywhere. You can't just keep. You can't like segregate it.
Yeah, no,
you can't say, "Hey,
like
this is your part of this is your part of town, buddy. You're not going to their part of town." See that school over there on the left side?
I can't do it.
Oh, we're going to that school.
Yeah, I could probably lose weight if I had a cream corn diet, because I just would not eat. Like I'm just not eating. Like it's just not happening. You're like, what happened to him? Cream corn. Like,
oh God,
that's my Ozempic is cream corn.
Cream corn flavor.
If I came home, my wife put cream corn in every cabinet. I'll be like, "Hey, so we're done here. Life was good." Like,
so when I see the commercial late one night, Ozempic cream corn flavor, exactly. I'll be like, "Damn, Marcus got in on that. He got in on that racket."
I'm just not eating. Bro. It's not happening. I'm going into a fast or whatever. Crazy.
You'll be like, "I'm good. We're all good." Oh man.
I hope she doesn't see this, because she might be like, "That's the solution." Okay.
You're gonna come home, the cupboard's gonna be exactly just all cream corn.
Spoken into existence.
You're gonna open up the cupboard. She's gonna be standing behind you, going, "Oh, oh, oh."
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst part. The can, like
the can.
Maybe if it was presented to me differently, but something about, because my daddy would open the can. You just flip the can and eat it out the can.
What?
Yeah. And we was hood about it. You never had like fruit cocktail out the can?
That's hobo.
Yeah, basically.
But that's different. Fruit cocktail.
I agree, but it's the same. Like he liked it, so it's like,
would he heat it up at all? Just eat it.
Why are we dealing
open
with
the can and eat
stuff?
Oh my God!
I don't know why he liked that stuff. It's disgusting.
He would heat it up though.
That's a great question. I don't know. Why would you heat? Yeah, you can heat it up, put it back in the can. So you have to wash the dish. Yeah, okay.
Start a fire in the trash can and hold it over the trash can. Eat it up that way. Here we go.
Way. He did it here. He's been exposed to a few prison methods of heating it up.
When I think of fruit cocktail, though, used to eat that with cottage cheese. That was my grandma's thing. When I go to grandma's house, it was cottage cheese, and Mac's not a fan. I kind of like the peaches though. The peaches on cottage cheese was a nice
fruit cocktail. Ruined like fruit for me. Like when you actually eat the real fruit and you're used to the fruit that was just sitting syrup for months, like it's like, man, this strawberry is bitter. Like this ain't no real strawberry. Like this is not a cherry. So you didn't know, like when I first had a pear, and they could be crunchy and you can bite them. Like, no, I've only had pears that have been soaked in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So pears like supposed to be mushy. It's like, what is this? This is not pear. So I had to like learn what actual fruit was, because fruit cocktail is literally not fruit.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it's always rough when you look at the can. They say expiration date's like 2037.
Yeah, bro.
Probably not great for you. Right? Oh God, it's like gonna last another 11 years. It's gonna be fantastic.
The can had a longer life expectancy than me. You're gonna be dead at 19, buddy, but this can.
That can's gonna be your celebration of life.
Exactly.
And they're gonna open it and eat it in your honor.
Like, you might have 22 in your
let's have some fruit cocktail.
But fruit cocktail,
Marcus. But no cream corn, please.
None.
Fantastic article you wrote on Nelly, by the way.
Thank you. Were you in it?
Yep. No. That's why it was good. It didn't feature me. But no, it's really good. I think it kind of captured the essence of who Nelly was and his relationship with his players and how he coached and how he was different than everybody else. Wasn't afraid to try different things.
Yeah.
I thought that captured the essence of it. So well done.
Oh, that means a lot coming from you since you were one of them people.
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
Did you know him at all?
A little. I caught Nelly at a different time. Like I saw a lot of Nelly's disappointment. He's like, this is what we have now.
Yeah.
I just remember when Ron Bergman came alive, he would light up. When he would come around, he would be like, Bergie, or Eileen voicing, and then he's like, then it's like me and Janie Who or Rusty Still. He's like, oh, come on. Like, you know, we were just like young and dumb, and he's like, oh, do I have to explain why you gotta run wide on fast breaks? Okay. Here's why you gotta run. You could just tell he was like, oh my gosh, like I would ask him so many questions and he would always answer, but you could just tell like he's just from a different era, right? And I think I was like on my second year on the beat. So he was cool. I remember one time I'm doing an interview, and you know, Nelly, man, we would get into practice and he was leaving.
Yeah.
Right? Like the dog is with him. Like they're out. Got the beer. We like, bro, we need to ask the questions. He's like, man, keep smart running practice today, right? Like, so it was like, wait, we gotta. And he's like, oh, I'll see you guys later, right? So he was kind of in that mode. And I remember one time I was we were, you know, just a scrum interview. And you know, I got my phone in there or my recorder. We wasn't even using phones then. I got my recorder. But remember the AirPods, the ones with the cords, the wireless ones wasn't out yet. So I just got my AirPods in, you know, listen to what Nelly talking about. He like mid-thought, he's like, you know, we gotta, man, take them headphones off. Like, how are you listening to headphones while I'm talking to you? And I'm like, and I'm not paying attention because I just got my recorder there.
Yeah.
Right? Just listening. And I realized he's talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, take the headphones. I'm like, it was just at the time, it's like, bruh, you are holding a bud. Like
Bud Light.
Yeah, or Bud Light. Sorry, you're holding a Bud Light. Like, I didn't know this was so formal. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like holding the beer and talking to us. Like, man, take them headphones off. Like, so you like, he was just irritated. Like, you know, and one time he invited us to a cigar bar with him. Like, or we'd go like to a restaurant. He was always like, yeah, come on, we're gonna hang out. But you could tell that like the times were changing, like the media kind of relationship was changing, but you could tell he's from a different era. He's like, come on. And we were like, are we allowed to do this? Should we do this? You know what I'm saying? It was just different, but I could see that in him. Whenever the old road reporters came around, like he just like he was different. So and then you know what? He got there 06. He was out 2011, 2010, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So at first it was like it was grand, it was big, it was like, well, actually at first it was terrible, and then We Believe happened.
Yeah.
But that's when he was like larger than life. But the best part about Nelly is I also thought as a reporter he would tell you like stuff too, like you know, people didn't like him or player be mad. And if you asked him what's going on, he'd, you know, turn the recorder off. Like he'd tell you, he'd tell you exactly what was happening. It's just you appreciate it now because it doesn't happen anymore. Like, we talking to this guy, he's pissed. Why is he mad? I'll tell you why he's mad. Here's what he's thinking, but that's crazy because this is what we're doing, and here's why he's not playing, and he won't do this, right?
Yeah.
And then you get the context. Like he would always explain, and you end up learning a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
By just because he's willing to talk about it. Whereas now, if somebody's mad and you ask him, like, Steve Kerr's great, he's very secure, but a lot of coaches, like, in between thinking of some of these guys, you know, Keith Smart, right? He's trying to maintain a job, right? He's like, it's basically a tryout. You go ask him, man, why is this guy mad? He's going to give you the answer he should give you. Yeah. Nelly didn't care at all. He'd be like, man, I'll tell you exactly why he's not playing. And until he do this, he won't play. Right? Like, that was the best part about him. But the other people you could tell. I was the youngster, and the OGs were like, you don't know Nelly, man. It was like, man, what did y'all do with Nelly?
I mean, he was like that with the players. Like, he'd tell you exactly why you weren't playing or exactly what he needed from you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told a lot of these stories many times. And look, I love Nelly. I'm so glad I got a chance to play for him. But he came to me one year and said, "Hey, look, here's what I want to do." This is after I didn't do much during the off season, so it was like a lot of it was on me. And I understood that, and I was like, man, I kind of fucked this up. But he came to me, sat me down. He's like, "Hey, Tom," he goes, "I want to do us a favor. I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to do me a favor." I go, what do you got in mind, coach? He goes, I'm going to release you from your contract, make you free agent so you can go play wherever you want to. I had like 2.5 years left on my contract. That was like guaranteed. And I was like, I go, yeah. I go, that's a nice offer. I go, I'm going to have to decline.
Like,
he just got up, patted me on the shoulder.
Did he have the power to do that?
What? Oh, he could have cut me. They'd have to pay me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they would have had to pay me. But he wanted me to agree to it so they weren't on the hook.
Oh, gotcha,
for the money.
Yeah, Nelly always had an angle.
Always had an angle. Always had an angle. Like, I love him, but whenever Nelly did something, it was going to benefit Nelly.
Oh, no question.
It was going to benefit Nelly.
At all. And if you benefited, that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
With him.
As a byproduct, that's
and he
great.
Probably was gonna,
but he wasn't doing it for you.
Benefit, yeah.
He wasn't doing it for you. I appreciated that he came to my house because we lived in the same neighborhood when he cut me. I wasn't happy that he cut me, but he didn't call me. He walked down there with his pig. Yeah. Maybe the only person in the NBA that's ever been cut in the presence of a pig. Like his little pot-bellied pig. He just walked down there and the pig was standing here and he goes, "Tom, we're going to have to let you go." And I was like, kind of
the pig was scared at first.
Surreal,
like, which one of us is dying
today? What do you mean? He was happy with me.
The pig was like,
dodge one there.
I said, "You're the one fried, not me."
Ooh, a dodge one. But he was great. Like he gave me my first chance and he let me play big minutes and I did really well the first couple of years there and then it didn't end up working out. But he was just so much fun to play for because everybody plays the way he played now.
Yeah.
But this is like 40 years ago.
No, yeah. That's
30 years ago.
Understand. Like this,
they don't get that.
Nah, it was, you could, and having been there, you could see it. Like just the principles. Because some of this stuff was so antithetical to how you learn basketball.
Yep.
Right? So it sounded crazy. Right? Like you're going to put what at center?
Yep.
Like in the league with like Shaq and David Robinson and like you're doing what?
Hakeem.
Yeah.
And Ewing.
It sounds crazy. And then you fast forward, you be like, that was the exact same thing I thought he was crazy for, right?
Yep.
And you can see it, but that was great. This is why he would explain it and you get it, but it wasn't as universally accepted as people thought. I remember it was like, that's gimmick. You're not gonna win. You don't care about defense. You're not gonna win. Right? And now it's just like widely accepted. Back then it was not.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. It's like the Warriors will never win because they don't play defense and they don't play big. And it's like, yeah, but what do you do if you never have a Shaq?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what are you supposed to do? And many people just lose. Right?
Yeah.
They just
play normal and lose.
They play normal and lose. They don't figure out a way. So like the capacity to figure out another way and then like the savvy to execute it and really not be fully credited for it.
Yeah.
Like it's like people don't understand. Like it's crazy. It wasn't crazy, but it wasn't normal to be like the point guard needs to go score.
Yeah.
Like I need my point guard to go get buckets.
Timmy Hardaway posted up more for us than anybody else.
Absolutely.
Maybe him and Mitch, but our two guards.
Yeah.
Or our post up threats.
You want the people wanted John Crotty. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to come down, dribble, like sidestep, run the offense. You do any, but like for Steph, like the prototype was Chris Paul. Like that. I'm a floor general, right? I'm gonna play defense. I'm gonna guard my position. I'm gonna make sure everybody involved. I'm gonna make some nice passes. Not everybody was saying, "Hey man, you can take that guy. Hey, you better shoot." I remember when Steph first got to the Warriors, and it was all this hype from Davidson, and I remember thinking like, "Bruh, y'all gassed off this little light skinned dude who played in some little small college or something like." This don't work. And then I had grown up watching the Warriors all my life. It never works. Yeah. For the Warriors, right? Like it's not like there's this history of working. Yeah. Like, so in what way is this not going to work too? Right? Like that's what it was. It was like, man, and he started preseason and he could not make a shot. And it's like, see, right? See, You know who was not at all worried? Nelly. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm like, I'm sorry. This dude he's supposed to be here because he could shoot. And he's bricking up a store. What you mean it's the last thing you worried about? He was not worried at all. Like, no, I ain't think about that. He's like, look at the shots. He's getting, and Steph is over here trying to prove I'm a point guard. Like I can run it up. I can set you up. Nelly's like, what are you doing? Shoot the ball.
Yeah.
It just wasn't that normal. But now you look at there's Dame Lillard and Kyrie and Steph and Russ and all that.
Yeah.
Dude, that wasn't that normal back then. Like the point guards who could score were rare. You were definitely much more. Can you pass? Can you run it? Can you run a team? Do you know the offense?
Can you organize everything?
Yeah. Can you get the ball into the post? Right? Can you do that? So that he was telling them that then it was, I think people forget like how innovative it was just because it's the thing now. And because he was telling Steph to do that, like Steph now could see I'm doing, like if Nelly came in and if he was Mike Montgomery, who would not play Monte because Monte could not dribble left.
Yeah.
And you cannot be a point guard in Mike Montgomery's world if you can't dribble with your left hand. Like you just can't do it. A point guard has to be able to spin, dribble right, and take 3 dribbles, then get turned and do left, and then turn and do right. Like he had Arthur Lee and Brevin Knight. Like you can't, you got to be able to do this, man. We can't have all our plays on the right side because he just couldn't. He wouldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. If Steph comes into the league and everybody's like, I don't know if he's a point guard. I don't know if he's a point guard, which is why he went back to Davidson. He blew up in 2008. He went back to Davidson so he could play point guard because the point guard left, and him and his daddy's like, all right, you got to learn how to play point guard at NBA. So he goes back, and now he gets in, and the coach is like, I need you to be a floor general. I mean, like that probably changes the whole perspective. Boy, that dude, about March, you know, when the Warrior season used to end, about like, after the All-Star break when it's over, he's like, yeah, Steph, it's your team. Monte's hurt, he's out, this your team. And he's got like Anthony Tolliver and
that was
Chris Spencer. And he out here and he's dropping 30-point triple doubles. That's Nelly. Like, see, I'm telling you, you gotta shoot, you gotta go for this. And it's like, all right, he almost won Rookie of the Year. It might be a completely different picture if the coach comes in, it's like, hey man, you're not running our sets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're not guarding your position. I need you to guard your position. You know, because the next year, remember, the following year, Keith Smart took over, and Steph was getting benched down the stretch because AC Law would run. He wouldn't turn the ball over. He would run his situation. He would guard the point. And it's like Steph coming out, we like, bro, this dude almost snatched Rookie of the Year from Tyreek Evans in fourth quarter come. Like, you know, he turned and looking at the thing, and AC Law's over there like, hey, Steph's up. Hey, Steph. We'd be like, yeah, you really, and no shot at AC Law. AC Law was like
he's solid.
Yeah, he's solid point
NBA
guard
guy
who did the thing that you're supposed to do as a point guard.
Yep.
And Keith Smart is like, hey, bro, I want a 1-year deal. I need to win every game possible. I can't have a point guard down the stretch, turn it over, not guard. You know, what
coaches like checks too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coaches
Keith Smart like,
too.
hey man, you straight. I don't know where I'm gonna be next year. So 39 wins look better than 36. You feel me?
Oh my God.
But yeah, I remember like it could have gone another way. That's why Mark Jackson was so important when he came, because then he put that belief back in Steph. But Steph was getting benched by AC Law and dealing with his ankle, right? Like this could have gone another way if Mark Jackson was there to be like, nah, remember that? Yeah, you nice. That dude from before, that's you. Go do it. But Nelly was the first one to be like, oh, he's gonna be a star. And we're like, I don't know. That dude's 6'2" with a wingspan of 6'2". not incredibly explosive.
Yeah.
And his ankles were made of paper mache. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like that. But Nelly saw that this dude was a star.
Yeah, Nelly, that's the one thing about Nelly too. He gave us a lot of freedom offensively. He always used to use a term called "I'll give you your head." And what it meant was, I'll let you go out there and play.
Can I pause him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my daughter would have paused that 1,000%. She would have been like, pause. I'd have heard her in the background. Pause. Hey, yo.
I'm in the process of explaining. Means he's going to let you figure it out for yourself when you're out on the court until you prove you're incapable of figuring stuff out. Like, there was a guy, you remember Chris Gatling?
Oh, yeah.
Chris Gatling didn't get his head very often. He was like, no, you do what I tell you to do.
Hey, yo. Did it again. I think he got it pretty often, if I had to guess. He's in the NBA.
He was like, no, here's what you do. You go over there, you go. Chris was great because whenever Chris forgot to play, he just go set a screen roll for Timmy, whether that was the play or not. It was like, and Nelly'd be like, you're fucking up the play. He
Did
goes,
Timmy
God
like
damn
that?
it.
Did Timmy like, hey,
what
if
do
you
you
ever
think?
get stuck, if you ever get stuck, go give me a
like
screen.
that.
Yeah,
You kidding me?
That's a point guard, baby.
The only way Timmy wouldn't like to play if he thought he'd cross over his dude and go,
if he like, you get out the way.
I don't need your help. Get out of my way, Gat. But it was great because if you had the basketball instincts and thought the game at a certain level, he would let you go out there and play. Yeah, he would just let you go out there and play. Like, we didn't call. He was the first coach. I don't know if coaches still do this. I know Steve doesn't like to call a lot of plays, but he gave us one set per quarter.
Yeah.
And Timmy would call it. I was like, got horns. So Timmy'd have horns up, down, side, whatever that went along with it. But our main goal was to score in the fast break and then score an early offense.
Yeah.
And then if we didn't get anything,
then
Timmy called play. Yeah. And it's up to the point guard. And to me, that's where I think, even though Steph and Timmy are completely different, I think all great point guards are leaders at heart, right? They just have a certain mentality about the way they play. It's not about who shoots, who passes, who defends better. It's like, you're an extension of can you lead men?
Yeah.
Can you lead men? And Steph's grown into that, and he has been the undisputed leader of this team for quite some time. Yeah. Now, even though Draymond's a little louder, more vocal, Steph's still the heartbeat to me of that team and the conscience of that team. But that's when I think of a point guard, not like how you play, how many points you score. It's like, are you a leader? Are you a guy that I think can lead the team? Because Timmy was the best leader I've ever played for. Yeah. He was just an incredible leader. Like, he said something, you'd listen to him, almost like you'd listen to Nelly. Didn't mean he was always right.
Yeah.
There were times after the game I'd go, Timmy, you remember that thing you said on the court? I went along with it on the court. You're full of shit. Yeah. That's not what happened. And sometimes he'd listen, sometimes he wouldn't. But you don't want to be that idiot player that's like arguing with a teammate on the court because, oh, wait a minute, you said to go here and I said go, but I was right. It's not about that.
But I'm gonna do what you said because you're the point guard.
Exactly. Yeah. You're the point guard. I'm doing what you said. We'll talk about it after the game. And Nelly let him have that early in his career.
Yeah.
Nelly was like, you got it. Take it.
That was the part that I really didn't grasp growing up watching it, like how young they were.
Yeah.
It just felt like they weren't like established vets yet. They were establishing themselves.
Yep.
They were like
Mully was the vet.
Yeah, Mully was the vet.
And Mitch had only been there a couple years. And he was only there a couple years.
I remember when they drafted Tim Hardaway. It was like, it wasn't because he was I remember him at UTEP.
Yep, I played against him.
Yeah. So it's just like you start now looking at it, you see a guy like Kuminga, you be like, man, he's only in his 5th year. There's still time. Like, yeah. I mean,
don't start that again.
Yeah, that was my fault. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
We had to go through like 2-3 years of that shit. If they would just let him play. I can imagine him playing for Nelly. Jesus.
All I know is if Yaxel comes out playing well, we're gonna hear a lot of Kuminga haters. Like, I mean, I wonder if Steve will get on the mic and flex.
Kind of like Popovich did.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. Steve will grab the mic and do that. All right. Well, let's switch over to the Warriors and where they're right back where they started. And I don't know if it's a great thing. I don't know that they had a lot of
What you mean? There's no better place to be than at the start. Hope lives at the start.
Yeah, unless you're in a wheelchair.
Hope lives. Yeah, energy lives at the start, right?
Yeah, and then
juice
you take
in the legs lives at the start. We ain't worried about that. Right now, you're at the start. Everybody feels good right now. Everybody feels good.
That was so funny. Steve said one of the things going out of last year, we want to have more guys that can play back to back.
Like just
didn't happen, did it? You got it. Well, the guy you drafted can play back to backs, but I mean, there's a lot of. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Because I have to keep reminding myself, Twitter isn't the real world.
Not
Twitter is the voice of the lonely.
Not even close. I don't even know if it's people anymore. It's a lot of bots. A lot of
There's definitely a lot, but I know there's a lot of misguided Warrior fans too that fucking think they could run the show.
It's part of fandom. It's the same as when we have baseball cards, right? Thinking we could do it. You know what? I think the Warriors are too hard on those people. I really do. I think you built a juggernaut that this many people care about. What percentage are just naturally going to be absolute nut jobs? Don't get so big then. Be the Charlotte Hornets, right? Like, at some point,
you create alternative.
You create the world. They created the world they have, right? And like they are. When it was like, oh my gosh, they're selling out crowds on a road. When it was that, like, yeah, that's what you were doing. You were developing. So there's gonna be a percentage that just are just nuts. It was like that when the Bulls were out. Like it was, that's what it is. And now they're even bigger. Like you're telling me what percentage of New York Knicks fans are absolutely insane? Like we've been on this. Like they're getting Timothy Chalamet tattooed on them. Like these people exist. So like, okay, all right. Like but like you said, don't treat the entire fan base like they're ranting on Twitter. Like that's just, if you say 5% of fans will just be no perspective, ridiculous, and just insatiable in their fanaticism, then you just created an organization where your 5% is just going to be really big. You got to live with that, or charge $20 for a ticket. Then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look. I have to deal with it. I ain't do nothing. Like, I don't have a $10 billion franchise. I just got to deal with crazy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to. That's the game. So we all have to deal with this, so they can be like Mike. I like Mike Dunleavy's approach. Like, man, let them say what they gonna say. Let them go crazy. Don't listen to it. Like Joe listens to it.
No, yeah.
Joe Lager listens to it. It's like, I mean, I hear you, Joe. I feel you. That's why you are Joe. But you did this.
You definitely did.
Like you did it. Like, so you want people to be okay that you're mediocre. That's what you want.
No, I mean that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
People are super invested in this. Like they've been arguing about this online for decades. And when you were at the top, they were fighting Cleveland and fighting Oklahoma City and fighting everybody, and their whole identity is tied to this. And they were riding. These same crazy people I'm talking about, these same nut jobs were riding for your organization on social media. And now you're mediocre and they're pissed about it. And now you're mad at them? Like, nah. like when we were on, that's all it was. You remember the Cleveland fight? Like they invented the term bronzexuals. They were warring. Like it was like a Game of Thrones battle online. Like, and they were just a constant war with fans. And they're maniac. They're crazy. But these your people.
Your people.
You created them.
All right, before we continue on with the Warriors, could you mention the Knicks? And this is always, not always, but it's bothered me the last couple of years when the Knicks have come to prominence. I'm not buying the fucking Knicks alumni. And I don't know why it bothers
me. What you mean?
I don't know why it bothers me. Because it looks like a fucking college.
You're so pissed they get free courtside seats.
And they got fucking they got fucking like the Knicks alumni. Like, hey, like I'm going back to Arizona with Steve and Sean Elliott. Like, we're going, like, this is our school. I think your fucking school. They paid you to play. Here's what my contention is.
This is bitter. I've never heard you with this level of envy.
Not only do I think they're getting free courtside seats,
they are getting free courtside seats.
I think they're getting paid to be there.
I mean, do they have to?
I think Dolan's probably getting paid them to be there.
I don't know. Mariska Hargitay ran.
I mean, have you seen in any of the Warriors finals? Have you ever seen courtside run TMC?
Are they getting free seats? I bet you give them free seats. Rick Barry be right there. Like,
I know Rick Barry would be. You give him a free fanny pack, Rick Barry be there. You kidding me?
I'm just saying, if you got free courtside seats, I bet
you're flying in from 2 time zones just to go to an NBA game where you played. That was your job for like 15 years. And now you're so invested in the Knicks that you're going to go sit courtside, which guess what? I sat courtside for like 7 years. It's not that big a deal to me to go fucking sit courtside.
Yeah, but it wasn't courtside.
It was courtside. It was right there. And guess what? Every once in a while, I got to go on the court. So it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal to me. It bothers me that all these guys all of a sudden are like, oh yeah, we fucking love the Knicks. We're all hanging out courtside. It's fucking Ewing, it's Starks, it's LJ, who's really cool, by the way.
They've been
I think
there,
Allen
though.
Houston might have been there fucking hanging out at some.
Ewing
it's
was
like
there.
Fucking Ewing was there. It's like, please, fucking stop. I think they're getting paid. I think they're not only getting free seats, I think Dolan's fucking paying.
And I think you're mad they're getting paid. You're like, why am I getting paid? I'm TomTolbert. Give me my money.
That's not true. That's not true. I think
How could you hate on that? How could you hate on that?
No, I think Dolan is so image conscious that he wants people to think that the Knicks are so fucking tight they're coming back to watch their fucking team. And I think it's bullshit. I think they're getting free seats and getting paid.
They are getting free seats.
That's a given. There's no way they're
the only person who's paying for their seats is Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Because he's don't like Dolan. They got beef, so Spike Lee is I'm paying for my own seats. Everybody else is getting free seats.
And I think they're getting more than that too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I mean, they're building another spear. He's not broke, right? Like he's got money. I tell you who probably agrees with you is Charles Oakley.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt Oakley agrees with me. Oakley ain't letting that one die.
Fake fraternity. This ain't real anyway. I don't care. Come on, so you telling me you're watching that, you're not like, man.
No, I'm not saying it's cool.
I'm
going, look at these fucking guys.
Yo, you're not like, look at our generation is back in the mix. You played against them guys. It was
Where'd you guys go? University of New York Knicks? Fucking please. Please.
Why is it okay to do it if you went to Arizona but not New York Knicks?
It's fucking pro. You're getting paid at that point. I mean, God, it just hits me wrong.
There's something
wrong with it.
This is the most non-TomTolbert take I've ever heard.
What?
Like you.
What? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Okay. Other than, I think Tim Duncan and David Robinson were at the San Antonio games, where, by the way, they were sitting up in their fucking seats about 10 rows up, which is so San Antonio and so Duncan and Robinson. No, it hurts. It's like, dude, we got you courtside. They're like, now we're good. We just want to be up here. We didn't want to be noticed. I can't remember another finals. Warriors, Cavs, Warriors, Raptors, Warriors, Celtics. Did you see a Celtic game, by the way, when the Warriors went to the Celtics? That McHale and Bird and Ainge and all those guys was, of course you fucking didn't see him because they're like, this is fucking stupid. No, what are we doing? We didn't go to school here. We fucking played here. No, we got lives. We're not coming back and sitting courtside at the Fleet Center, whatever the fuck it's called nowadays, because it's stupid. That's why we're not doing it.
Well, number one,
but the Knicks said we'll do it.
Number one, the owner is not like, hey,
because they're getting paid.
Hey, our most expensive seats, we're just gonna sacrifice that and give them to you. Like nobody's doing that. You do it for Tim Duncan. You'll do it for David Robinson. You're not doing it for Avery Johnson, right? Like
wow. You have to go kill Avery like that.
I'm not killing Avery. I'm just saying Bruce Bowen is up in the 105. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, Bruce. That's okay. I'd be right there with you.
Yes.
Dude, I'd be in the fucking watch party outside the arena. I'd be at Thrive Center with
Larry Bird, Kevin McHale. You know what I'm saying? Like these are where you know how expensive these tickets are, and nobody giving them away. Like,
let's
all
go
right,
out to TomTolbert to Thrive.
Yeah,
it's a great crowd out here, guys. How's it inside? 75. The weather's beautiful.
You're in the same boat.
The screen is crystal clear.
You're in the same boat as Cornbread. Hey, if you want to be courtside, you better put a headset on, boy. You better get to work. I think if the Celtics
and that's disrespectful to Cornbread.
Cornbread was great. He's like a finals MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see, he got a headset on. I'm just saying, most franchises, they're giving that spot to the superstars, right?
Like John Stark's a superstar?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if they just like, hey, everybody's in, if it's like the club and you get to come in, I bet you the Celtics would be. It'd be Paul Pierce and all of them. It'd be like Eddie House. All of you get Eddie House a free courtside.
No, could be Eddie
House a free courtside seat.
Eddie House.
If you say you courtside every game,
what about Walter McCarty?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Walker. Let's go. You get them free courtside seats to every game. I bet you they'd be down there.
I bet you Bird
just like it was
no fucking way Bird showing up.
No, but he's Larry Bird.
You know Patrick Ewing's Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, that's different though. Patrick Ewing.
I mean, Patrick Ewing's they're different levels, but not. I mean,
no, but I'm saying
Patrick Ewing's like kind of Mr. Nick.
Patrick Ewing also never won a championship.
I know.
So it's like,
but he's still big time.
But I'm saying that's the moment right there,
right?
Like on the 5th one, would they do this?
Okay. I'll equate Ewing with McHale.
But I'm saying
McHale wouldn't go.
So
McHale's be like, my fucking feet hurt.
McHale's gonna look at this. McHale and Bert are gonna look at this and be like, this is cute, but it was better when I did it. Like, yeah, I'm great. I'm here for y'all championship, but I won a championship. And you know what? My experience was better. If you didn't win, Larry Johnson didn't win a championship. They're living vicariously through OG Anunoby. Like, I can't believe you're mad that the 94 Knicks are getting a moment. Like,
I'm not mad.
Hey, listen.
I just think it's stupid.
Listen, shout out. Hey, Joe, bring Run TMC back courtside. We need a night.
They're paying him off, and they're making it seem like we are family, like the fucking Pointer, like the Pointer sisters are going to show up at some fucking point. And I am not buying it. I'm not buying it.
They are tight.
Are they all alive, by the way, the Pointer sisters?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
Let's go with
let's say yes.
In Vogue is alive. But
okay.
They didn't do We Are Family, but they can do a rendition of it.
They didn't do We Are Family.
Like, so are you buying that Starks and Larry Johnson and them, they are tight? And if they're not necessarily tight with the organization? Because it also it's also a free chance to hang out with your homies from, like, hey, we courtside, we in the building. Why? We hanging with Tracy Morgan.
Why are they the only team that does it? Alive or dead? Alive. Jeez. Wow.
Chat says bring Andres Biedrins courtside. How about Ronnie Cycling? You can DJ for him.
You know what I'm saying? Where's Jeff Graham? Sitting right. I need you courtside.
Larry Hughes.
You know what I'm saying?
When you need him.
Keith, Mr. Jennings, get him out of the raft. Get him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, took my fucking roster spot, bastard.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, Mr. Jennings.
Why would Mr. Jennings say you're
well, because he wanted to go smaller. He just wanted. Look, I was.
Boy, that was like
I wasn't.
I want to go smaller. Let's.
Yeah. He goes, let's go. He goes, I want to go smaller and blacker. And I go, fuck. I go, I can't help you there.
You ain't got a 5'9" guard.
And then fucking you brought your pig over and cut me.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. That's weird. Like,
so anyway, okay, let's keep moving because I just fucking got sidetracked. I got sidetracked.
I'm sorry.
I got another beer. I need a beer after that take. I don't care which one.
I never thought I would hear you like chastising older players for being excited about their era.
I don't mind. It's just fake. It seems fake to me. It just seems fake.
So I would agree. James Dolan is buying adoration. Yeah. I think they're real though. I think they really were lit.
No, I think once you're there, you're with your boys, you're hanging out. But again, I still think
they're cool again. Like they're like in the scene.
And I don't have any problem with that. And they did that. I'm just saying when I see
I'm
just saying I'm watching the finals and all of a sudden they fucking I just got tired of them showing.
You're like,
I'm like, get these fucking guys off my screen, okay? Show Timothy Chalamet. That's how desperate I was. Like,
hey,
and I got sick of
Timothy Chalamet.
Mariska
Hargitay. Can we get more camera time from Mariska?
Jesus Christ. It's like we're the real fans. No, I shouldn't say that though. Because Ben Stiller was courtside and he's obviously a real fan. And Chalamet
Tracy Morgan is a real fan.
Look, Chalamet, I was like, I could care less one way about Chalamet, but that stupid fucking Kalshi commercial where he's in the dentist chair. Yeah. It's like, what is that?
Oh, that's him?
What does that mean?
I didn't understand that.
Like what? Why?
Some kind of psychological trick to embed the term Kalshi in your brain.
Well, it ain't working.
They did
something pissing me off.
Yeah, you remember it,
and
though.
Look at you. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it just makes me think about the Knicks courtside.
Joe Lager, please get these. We didn't know. I didn't know either, Joe. We didn't know this.
Where's fucking Winnie Garland? I want Winnie Garland back.
Get Winston Garland out
fucking
here.
Terry Teagle. Let's go.
Get Terry Teagle out here with his
Mike
beard.
Schmreck.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get Schmreck. Christian Velp. Let's get him fucking back here. You know how fucking flexible Christian Velp was? He was the most flexible big guy I've ever seen.
Seriously?
Yeah. He would sit down. You know, he'd reach, stretch your hamstrings, get your toes.
Yeah.
He would reach around his foot and grab his heels. Like it was either or. I'll take the one. I'll take the yeah. But yeah, he was like, you shouldn't be that flexible as a big guy. But anyway, that's just something that bothers me a little bit. I'm glad we can spend time on that. You can help me out, like my therapist.
That's so funny. It's just so funny. I mean, the fact that you care means a lot. Like I'm like, hey, It really bothers you that
It
they
does
were
bother me. It does bother me a little
That's
bit.
funny as
It
hell.
does bother me. I hate when
That's
people.
hilarious.
I hate when people think they're pulling
It's like,
something.
this
over.
isn't real. This isn't real camaraderie. This
I'm like, you're not pulling shit. You're not pulling it over on me. I'm not. You're not gonna do that.
they don't love each other like this.
No, I
This is
didn't say
fake.
that. I didn't say that. They might love each other.
They don't love the Knicks like this. This isn't
They
real.
could have fucking loved each other in Miami Beach and watched it on a big screen
This isn't
somewhere.
real. He's like, you guys should be past this. Like,
All right, where is off season? Where we at with the off season?
can it be off? Can we just get one where it's actually off? But there's nothing happening? Like,
No, I don't think so. Let's start with LeBron. I mean, my thoughts on LeBron were it would have been fun to see the circus come to town, but it wouldn't have made a tangible difference, I don't think, in the Warriors' chances of doing what ultimately they
I
wanted
think
to do.
it would have.
You think so?
I do. I think it would have.
Like, how much so? Because they wouldn't have made him better.
I don't think it doesn't
OKC
solve-
or San Antonio.
Yeah, but they're not that good.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they're not that good.
What do you mean they're not that
How
good?
many titles have they between them? We're just anointing them like Oklahoma City just barely survived the previous year. It took a Tyrese Achilles. They might have lost that
They
one.
might have. We don't know that.
But they also got taken to 7 games by Denver. Like, they've shown they're beatable,
Okay.
right? These like, we saw juggernauts. We know what it's like when you aren't winning this fun.
Well, it's the Warriors.
That's not these guys.
No.
These guys.
That's not that.
San Antonio's not.
We
these
may never
guys,
see
not
that
yet.
again. We
That's
may
what I'm
never see
saying.
that
These
again.
teams are beatable. Like, the Knicks just showed it. They're beatable. Like, it's not like they're so far ahead you don't have a chance.
The Knicks are beatable. I think I agree
The Knicks
with
are
you.
beatable.
But let's be honest this year. I mean, Jalen Williams didn't play either for the Thunder. That was huge for them.
That's just part of it. That's what
I
happens.
get it. I get it. But you have to go into it with the premise that they're healthy. And then, yes, once something happens, it happens. But I look at
he did play when they almost lost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ever even close to 100%, though.
No, I'm talking about 2
you
years
did.
ago. Yeah.
You're right. No,
I'm just saying, like, that's a
I'm
beatable
with
team.
you.
There are
I'm with
about
you.
4 or 5 teams that are favorites. And then there's people who are like one lucky break away from being there, which was the Knicks. Like, that, all I'm saying is, like, here's the problem with the Warriors is adding a 41-year-old don't solve the problem, which is how do you get to April healthy?
Yes.
Right? That's their problem. But if you're like, if somehow they're healthy and they get there, would they win a championship? It might be tough. They probably knock off a potential champion, though.
I don't disagree.
And you add LeBron to that big. My question is, how do you get them there healthy? Like, how do you do that? How do you get them to late April and May healthy? Like, we're looking at the schedule now. Like, you have to run Steph and Draymond into the ground just to stay alive.
So here's the question, though. Not only how do you get there healthy, how do you get there healthy and not with the 6th seed or the play-in game?
Yeah.
So you got to try to win enough games to get yourself into a top 4.
Well, if you're 7 or 8, I think that'll do because that's just one game. That's one game. You just got to win one game.
Yeah, but then you don't want to play San Antonio or OKC in the
Why?
first round.
I think, I mean,
are you saying you want to play them early because you might be the healthiest?
Yeah, that's when you're in. That's when you're lit. That's when. So look, and here's how they're thinking: 25, they play the 7th seed, they beat Houston, right?
Yep.
They make it. They win one playing game
Yep.
against Memphis. They go in that series to beat Houston, trick off a game, end up going 7. They were beating Minnesota. They're feeling like the entire time they're talking about, hey, OKC ain't gonna be a cakewalk. We feel good about OKC. This is what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, if they get OKC in the first round, maybe it's different. But we're thinking, yeah, that's fine. But West Finals, what you gonna have left, right? Yeah. That's the big problem with them. So I think if you add another old player like LeBron, you've gotten more reinforcement. So if you don't have Jimmy, you got Bron. If you don't, there's probably zero chance all of them get together at the time. But if you add LeBron, that's at least one more player who, if somebody is not there, you're not done. It's like when Steph was out, they were done. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like Minnesota. Take Steph out, you're done. That was ball game.
Yeah.
Like, remember, it was like, if you win a game, maybe Steph can come back. They couldn't win a game.
Yeah.
If you add LeBron, maybe you can win you can win that game together. That to me is what Bron does, but I just don't know how they get there.
Yeah.
That's Pods, that's Yaxel. Who else they have? That's Guy Santos.
Guy.
That's DeAnthony Melton somehow finding a way to be helped. You get what I'm saying? Those guys gotta get him there because you just gotta look now and say, I don't even want Steph playing 70 games. Because if he's playing 70, you know what I'm saying?
How worried are you about the knee?
As worried as he is, right? Like
That
he's
seems
pretty
something
worried
that was
about
chronic, right?
Yeah, he seems worried about it. So yeah, you just get to that. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons Bron didn't come here because he's like, how many games am I have to play for y'all? Like, what happens if I need 2 weeks off? You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Like, ain't no room for that.
Sorry, Chief, we're paying you $6
You know
million.
what I'm saying?
You got to get out there.
Yeah, you got to get like, and he just did that. He gets to the playoff. Luka's hurt, and now he's like back in the position where it's like, bro, I got to do everything. Like, I would like to be carried. Warriors can't carry. Warriors like, we need you to come do some carrying, right? Like, I need you to get us through December.
Yep.
That's to me in a series. Would they be favorites? No. Can they win 4 of them? That's the problem. But if they win the series healthy with San Antonio and beat them, we ain't gonna be like, how did that happen? It's like it is in the end. It's still De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's still Harrison Barnes. Like these, they're good players.
I'm not as down on De'Aaron Fox.
I think De'Aaron Fox is a good player, but you're not looking at them like, how are we gonna beat them?
Yeah.
There's a way to attack them. Like that's what the Knicks just showed. Like you can be, they are a beatable team. So the idea that nobody's beating San Antonio or Oklahoma City, I reject that because I keep watching people beat them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, Denver, if they make one move at the deadline, they're back in the mix. Like Jokic won.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like there's about 5 or 6 teams that could be in the mix. I don't think the Warriors are a favorite to be one of them, but I think if somehow they're healthy by magic,
optimal circumstances,
they get
Jimmy
to their healthy.
comes back healthy, ready to go. Moody comes back healthy, ready.
Welcome back.
Porzingis doesn't get hurt. Horford doesn't get hurt. Steph doesn't get hurt. And you know what? I hate to bring this back up because we brought it up earlier, but you know the 2 things that came out of that Minnesota series that were just Steph getting hurt was so detrimental to that year and going forward. Not only did Steph get hurt, so the series was over.
Yeah.
It was also the series where Joe thought, hey, Kuminga can get it done. He can get it done.
And did you see how the buckets?
And that delayed the process of getting. That's the only thing I would like. I know a lot of people complain about some of the things they've done and some of the things they haven't done, and I'll ask you about that. That's the one thing I said that they
were late on it.
They were late on it. Yeah. They got like there were 2 players that were the fans really liked because of their athleticism and whatever. Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
And I said they got rid of him right on time.
Clearly, right?
Yep. And then
even though I disagreed at the time, I was like, I don't know. That's tough.
And then Kuminga, who I just never thought really fit their style of play, and his sense of himself was outside. Like it didn't fit. Like Steve is right on this. You can argue with him whatever you want, but Steve's right about him being Sean Marion or somebody like that. Just be a sidekick, run the court, rebound, play defense, hit some shots. Occasionally will go to you, but you're not a main player.
I reject the premise that that's somehow a diss, though. Like Sean Marion was incredible.
But he thinks it. Why he thinks it is.
Sean Marion.
Him and what? Aaron Turner's his agent. They think that is a diss.
Sean Marion was incredible.
How many All-Star games did he make?
Yeah.
How much money did he make?
Yeah, how many times?
Like, that's kind of a nice career.
Sean Marion is the reason LeBron did not win in 2011.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Marion was a hell of a player.
Incredible. Yeah.
But that's the one thing where I can fault them, saying you guys didn't realize you didn't act on that quick enough, and you lost leverage, and you lost valuation. Because I think there was a time they could have had a better package for him.
Yeah,
but they wrote it out all the way to the end. And he ended up getting Porzingis. It was good when he's healthy, but that's the one, Marcus, that I look at and say that they should have been able to pull the trigger earlier on that one.
Yeah, they should have known. I think the other one, I just think it's really hard to recover from is Wiseman. It's just tough.
Let me ask you this: what are you going to do with that one, though? Because I went back and looked at that draft. What choice do you have? They needed a big. They weren't taking ball.
They didn't need a big.
They weren't. They didn't.
I mean, that was the ideology. Like, he is the thing we don't have. Let's go for that. Now you take him, it makes sense, but in the end, you just got a number 2 pick to go get Gary Payton back. And
no, I get it.
That's just
but what are you going to do?
Use of the number 2 pick.
Okay, but they weren't taking Ball.
Yeah, I agree. They weren't taking Ball.
And then who are you going to take? Halliburton, who went like at 12?
Yeah, trade. I mean, in the end, that's the move.
So like, you think trade back
down,
and get him.
Yeah. If you're just looking at the number 2 pick as a value,
yeah,
like you ain't like people like remember Joe Smith. Everybody's like Joe Smith was a bust.
Yep.
Joe Smith had a great career.
He did.
Like he wasn't the franchise savior. He had a great career.
He
like
did.
They got nothing out of the number 2 pick. Like nothing. Like that's hard. That's tough. You went 15 and 50. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you get an inheritance. You try somebody drop $2 million on you, and then you walk away with nothing. You ain't get nothing. You ain't got no property or nothing. Like they just got nothing out of the biggest chip. Like and they got GP2 back. Like that's it. That's what they got. That's a massive blow.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's a massive blow, and it's tough to recover from stuff like that. Because like again, like. Could you get a serviceable player?
Well, yeah, they could have. They could have traded back, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, right. Here's where
I understand what you're saying. And plus, the pandemic.
Yes,
there was no working out. It was like all video.
Yeah, I mean the problem was, I only played 3 at Memphis. The problem is they wanted a guy that could be in the dunker spot, catch lobs, play defense. The first video they showed of James Wiseman was him crossing over, going between the legs and shooting threes. I'm like, well, fucking great. They already got guys that can do that. They don't need a center to do that.
I don't know. I saw the Wiseman video. I was like, uh-oh.
Yes. Everybody else, look what he can do. All the things they don't need.
He was sweating and everything. I'm like, look at this dude working out here.
So let's say they were visionaries, more so than 11 other teams, and decided Halliburton's our guy.
Yeah.
They probably weren't looking at
analytics.
They probably weren't looking at guards because they have Clay and
But
Steph.
that's to me was the flaw.
But I agree.
Like 2019 happened.
Yeah.
And they felt like this is over. We need to retool.
No, they absolutely did.
That was a miscalculation.
It was a miscalculation.
And they had a reason to calculate that way. And then Steph come back in 21. You're like,
it ain't over.
Right?
Not over.
So, but after 2019, like the entire organization's kind of like, even after they lost, it's like, hey, we're on to the next. Like, what's next?
Yeah.
And you lose Clay, you lose Kevin Durant, Iguodala's pretty much, he's gone now, and it's like Wiggins, and it just felt like, hey, it's time to start over. So yeah, if you were thinking about this from a Steph perspective, they've always had another point guard next to Steph. Always, he's always off the ball. So what? Tyrese Halliburton makes sense in that case. Maybe LaMelo would make sense if it wasn't LaMelo, right? Like
exactly.
But the idea of Steph playing next to a point guard is just not foreign. So the fact that they weren't saying like, how do we does this maximize Steph better, or do we go make this transition? And I don't even think they made the wrong decision. It's just that now you're looking back, like this is a significant pivot point. Right, and that same thinking is why you keep Kuminga and Moody.
Yeah,
right.
I was okay with the 2 timelines.
Yeah,
when it happened, I was like, it makes sense to me. The more I saw it play out, and the more I thought about it, I don't think 2 timelines can ever work. It can never work.
It can never work
because you're counting on the guys that carried the heavy load early on to start decreasing their minutes and productivity, and the other guys to go up. And you want to talk about trying to thread a needle.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be perfect, because the problem ended up being Steph wasn't ready to go. Clay wasn't ready to go. Draymond wasn't ready to go. So you got these guys who are champions who can still compete for a championship. So what happens? Steve's going to try to win a championship. He's not going to develop the young guys.
And everybody's asking a top pick to take a role,
and not be what do young guys usually do that are drafted that high? Take 30 minutes, work it out, go figure it out. We're not going to win games. In fact, if we lose games, cool, we'll draft high next year.
Is that something that could have been known before, or is that something you learned because you went through it? Like, hey, you don't. If we're going for a championship, we probably don't want a guy at number 7.
I think, well,
maybe we get a. Maybe
there may have been people that
vet.
kind of saw that in the organization and said maybe Wagner would be a better, pick than Kuminga because he's older and can contribute right away. But again, they were at that point where they thought, you know what, this thing, our championship runs over. This thing's going to start going down the backside of the hill, and it wasn't. The veteran said, we're not done. And I think that was the miscalculation.
Yes.
Thinking it was going, but it wasn't going down. So if you knew it wasn't going down, then you go ahead and draft some vets. At what
point do you know that, right? Exactly, yeah. At what point do you know?
Well, you got Steph off injury, Clay off injury. I mean, I get how they were thinking, but that's why I think the 2 timelines would never work unless you trade away your vets and just say, you know what, we're starting over.
You got to trade one of them.
But that's not a 2 timeline. Yeah. That's a whole new timeline that you're starting on.
Or you trade away the youngsters and be like, we're on this timeline. Unless the youngster is like, okay.
Exactly.
Like Pods, right? Pods has come in. You got to play this role. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
but he can play it too because they're not.
Oh, it's good.
They're not championship contenders right now.
Exactly.
And they need him. They desperately.
But my question is, if you bring in Wagner in the same spot, does the same thing not happen?
It might.
Yeah.
But I think Wagner may have been more advanced than Kuminga, so Steve may have trusted him,
especially to contribute to what they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Play defense, handle the ball a little bit, maybe attack. Because when Wagner first came in, and still to this day, he's more of an attacker, not a shooter.
Yeah.
Not a great shooter. 34, 35% from 3. He's okay. But I think
he can get hot. Yeah.
But I think having played professionally over in Germany is like, okay, I kind of get it now. And then you had Kuminga, who, and again, this isn't his fault. It's not Wiseman's fault. When you get drafted that high, you're expected to come in and play.
No question.
Right?
Yeah.
And what they said to Wiseman, they said, hey, run to the dunker spot, run the court, grab a rebound, and play defense.
Remember, they started him.
Yes.
Open the night.
Yeah. Everybody's like,
he drove one time, crossed over, took off and dunked. We were like,
yo,
let me open up this laptop and get the futures here. The futures. I think at that point, because 21 draft, right, was the year after Steph came back. And I think he might have averaged like career high 32. And that's when he was on the podium, right? Like, no, I want to see his next year. The debate to me at that time is like, man, do you package these 2 picks and get somebody? I mean, I see why they didn't, because at the time it's like Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Dame Lillard, right? And then like that's where the vets was thinking, like, man, don't give me 2 rookies. Like, we need another baller. And at that moment, do you say, all right, like, this is what they need, like this is what this team needs, and maybe it's not Bradley Beal, or maybe one of those picks you try to move to get you, a player, and they've got these guys, but it's always on this deal like the Dante DiVincenzo's. It's like, all right, who's on the scrap heap and need an opportunity? Let me grab you. But maybe instead, if you get the guy that's making 10 million, 15 million, and is ready to play and it's good, instead of leaning into the, all right, we got 2 first-round picks. Now, if those 2 first-round, that's the thing. If they pay off, now you got contributors on a rookie scale deal, and it's just advantageous. Like you said, it's a fine thing you're trying to do.
Yeah.
If Kuminga and Moody, if Kuminga's more like Moody, it probably works.
Probably.
Right? If Kuminga's more like Moody, comes in, but I know it's like 6 picks apart, but that's 6 picks. That's 2 different worlds.
Yeah.
Especially when you 7 and you thought you might be 2 or 3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different world, like different mentality. But to me, that was like the part where it was like, okay, what do we do? Especially coming off of Wiseman. It's like you got like Wiseman to me is like, oh, I think the response to that wasn't as grave. Like, man, we just had a number 2 pick, and that we're like, we got nothing out of it. Okay, this is big. Like, if you took a hit, you gambler, you took a massive hit. You're like, hold on, all right, before we do this next one, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that they had 2. Was more of a safe. Like, all right, one don't work the other.
Yeah.
But at that time, I know there are people like, hey, trade with 2 picks, you could get so like trade the picks if you get 2 picks. To me, and if they work, then their way looks smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's like both of them are reasonable philosophies. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, and so that means the other one might have been better. Like just by that. But I mean, of course, if they trade for Bradley Beal, that might not have worked either. He gave up 2 picks.
Here's the thing: every sport, every team, you could spend hours on inflection points.
Yeah.
What happens? What did happen? What had to happen for this to have to do something? I thought it would have been cool. I'll probably never do it anymore. But how the KD Warriors came to be.
Yeah.
Like how KD said yes to the Warriors, mainly only because the Warriors beat him and then lost in the finals. If they win in the finals, KD probably didn't come to the Warriors. Maybe the Warriors don't even feel like they need him if they win another championship. Steve comes to the Warriors, was going to go to the Knicks, ends up with the Warriors. I mean, he just like the Kings drafted Jimmy Fredette, could have had Clay. Like, I mean, they could have traded
Andre
Clay.
Iguodala,
Yeah, Andre coming over from Utah. They could have traded Clay and whoever else it would have been, Draymond or whoever else for Kevin Love.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so many points.
The confluence.
That they hit right. They hit those ones wrong.
You can go back to 09 if David Collins doesn't overvalue Johnny Flynn.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny Flynn, right? 2 point guards in a row. 2 in a row. And none of them were Steph. It's like, we got Rubio and Flynn. We're good.
Rubio and Flynn.
We are good.
That's a tough call.
So look, these were inflection points that didn't turn in the Warriors' favor. But I think, after you draft Wiseman, you're like, well, shit, we still won a championship.
Yeah,
right? We're good. Yeah. We're good. And like now, it's starting. The ramifications are starting to. But, and maybe I'm wrong in the way I think about this. But I just, because I think people expect once a team is at the top, they want them to be at the top forever, and I get that. But you look at the Lakers, you look at the Spurs, you look at the Heat, you look at the Celtics. This is typically the way it goes when a dynasty is like kind of winding.
This is actually pretty better than it normally goes.
No, I think you're right. Now, if you're cold-hearted, you wanted to go the Bill Walsh route and fucking trade Steph and trade Draymond.
Or Draymond for sure.
Like you could have easily, like you wouldn't have hit the bottom. You would have went down a little bit. Then you could have, if you draft and picked well, you could have been like stocked. You're good to go. But when you want to keep guys who have meant so much to your organization, who are lifers in your organization, that in Steph's case helped build that arena over in San Francisco, you want to do right by those guys. If you keep them long enough, eventually their value isn't going to be commensurate with their contract. So you can't really trade them anymore because no one wants that contract. And this is what you get. This is what you get stuck with. But I'm glad you brought it up because I think it is better than most of those.
And in 30 years, it'll be like a current player ripping them when they're having fun courtside in their free seats for the championship team.
Won't happen. Won't happen. Won't happen.
Draymond,
they're not coming.
Courtside.
They're not coming. Well, Draymond might.
Clay, but they're enjoying the new
David
era.
West, he'll be back. Sean Livingston,
we're enjoying the new era. It's gonna, Josh Hart's gonna be on a podcast somewhere. Like, I ain't buying it.
We'll smile. We'll smile like each female.
Yeah, exactly. Smiling each is like, this ain't real.
This ain't real.
They're paid.
It's some bullshit.
They've been paid. Here's the question is, right? I do think. Here's what I do think they've been trying to do this stuff. I remember talking to somebody, and after one deal, they were just like, and nobody's ever going to deal with us, right? Nobody's going to ever make a deal where they think we're going to win.
Yeah.
Right. It's like we're paying, the point was like, we're paying for, for strutting at the top. Like, what I'm saying? Like, hey, we not like, the Clippers are just never going to do a deal to help do it. Like, there's not. If you get to the point where Mike Dunleavy's like, yeah, man, I like this, that's automatically mean I'm not doing it because, there's this kind of that's what was told to me. Like, man, we're paying a tax, right?
Yeah.
So, but I do think they've been trying. The thing that I think they're missing is what used to be like their kind of light years philosophy. There was just a lot of like magic touch type moves. We're like, man, how did they do that?
Yeah.
That don't really make sense. Like, say what you want, the salary cap spiked and all that, it was favored, but you still got to go get KD. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go and you fight with Tom Brady. Remember they bringing Tom Brady to the meetings? Like, you got to go in there and you got to get KD. You got to figure out a way to land Andre Iguodala, right? There was these magic touch moves where it's like, remember they traded for their son Sean Livingston? He was like, oh, okay, he's cool. That's the same guy. Ended up being perfect, right? That's the part that's missing. Like, there's a reason why this stuff doesn't happen, but along the way as they built it, they did things that just kind of defied reason. Like, man, they did that, and that was pretty genius. Like, how did that work? And they're missing the magic. They're missing that. We're gonna figure out some kind of way to go get this, right? And like you said, that maybe that stuff just doesn't last forever, right? You just, especially when, like, if Danny Ainge is calling you, you're holding your wallet in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, his reputation is like he's about to try to hustle me because this is what he does, right? So you don't see them making a lot of deals because everybody knows Danny Ainge, if you're not paying attention, he's gonna get you. The last thing, like, now can you just imagine? Here come the Warriors calling, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me get It's just like, man, okay. You can't see, to me, that's the thing. To me, it's in the margins. It's where's the deal where's the move that you kind of didn't know it could happen. It wasn't. I feel like Jimmy Butler might have been that move. Yeah. Right? Where it's like, when that happened, it was
which
like,
is somebody they didn't really want.
Yeah, it's like, do you want Jimmy Butler? Like, that's kind of it. Like, out of nowhere, this thing kind of worked. It's that type of stuff. And if you're the Warriors, you're like, bro, we just pulled the rabbit out of the hat with Jimmy Butler, right? It's gonna take something like that. Like, you get LeBron to come here. Like, you just get him to come. Yeah. And maybe if he comes, now people start signing for cheap who don't. You know what I'm saying? And you create this culture and you get a few players who can play back-to-backs, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it's that type of thing. But now they're faced with, now you got to be smart, can't be a little risky. Yeah. What are you? We're a 37-win team. Are you really like, there was a time where you do the Trey Murphy with 3 picks because in the end you're gonna feel like, it's gonna work out for us. Yeah. Now it's like, I don't know, 3 picks for Trey Murphy. And we all agree, 3 picks is a lot for Trey Murphy.
A lot for Trey Murphy.
It's a lot
for Trey Murphy. A lot
for Trey Murphy, right? 3 picks will probably get him. But there was a time where it'd be like, what are picks? We'll buy more of them.
What are picks? F those picks.
Yeah, right? We'll buy more of them, right? Like, this is who we are. Now it's more like, all right, now you need magic because everybody knows.
Like, we might need those picks.
Yeah, exactly. To me, I think the biggest miss, and I'm really high, is like the Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, them little easy, better players that they play back-to-backs. Yep. They play a lot. You see, like, man, they went for 2 second-round picks. Yeah. Like, those are the deals you got to make in this situation. You got to find those little things. Yeah. We thought, DeAnthony Melton was one of them. We just got to stay healthy, right? Like,
I didn't think they'd get Melton back, but I didn't realize the bottom had dropped out on the middle class in the NBA.
Yeah, man. There's no middle class
God
anymore.
Dang. I was reading what these guys are signing for. I'm like, what the hell?
Shout out to Russell Westbrook, who's like, I ain't doing this. I make more money off fashion. Get out of here.
I ain't bouncing around. I want to get to him and just get your thoughts on him and his retirement. But a couple more Warrior things, or maybe a few more Warrior things. But I keep getting sidetracked. So the Knicks. You know KD really well. You wrote a book about him. You know him as well as anybody, which means like you probably don't know him at all.
At all. Yeah. Exactly.
Why do you think I know why he tried to. I think I know why he tried to make a big deal out of LeBron going to the Sixers and saying that, like, why isn't everybody making a big deal out of it? Like, when they made a big deal, I went to the Warriors. I mean, like, we can all say, please don't do that. But why do you have to bring Clay into it and say Clay wasn't an MVP at nothing? Not just Clay wasn't an MVP. Clay wasn't an MVP at nothing. He wasn't an MVP at wiffle ball. He wasn't an MVP at the dinner table. He wasn't an MVP at cleaning his room. He wasn't an MVP at the house. I think. Why did he have to? Like,
I mean, Clay's an MVP somewhere.
Maybe. Yeah, well, I know you're going. What would lead KD to say something like that?
I don't think he was trying to denigrate Clay as
Oh,
much.
he did.
I mean,
he did a good job of it.
I think he was doing what
the
you were
at
saying.
anything is like the kicker.
He's trying to say this team should be just as derided as I was, right?
I get that.
The Sixers team. But in order to do that, you gotta kind of diminish. You gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like, no, we weren't the juggernaut everybody thought. Like, no,
they sure they were.
Exactly. Of course they were. Also, they were in their prime.
Yes,
right?
exactly. They were in their prime.
So I know what he's trying to do. Like, oh, where's the hoopla now? Like, where's the you know what I'm saying? Like, and like if you're just looking at this, like, Clay does have the fewest accolades.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He is the guy who's like, wait a second, y'all. People like to act like Clay was, like a Kevin Durant level player. Like, he's not top 75. He that's what he's saying. Like, Clay is not somebody who was in the MVP conversation, whereas like Jaylen Brown has a Finals MVP. Like, that's what he's trying to say. Like, I mean, it's a reach.
Oh, it's a reach. It's a massive
Clay, but Clay is a unique figure that way. Give me somebody who's as good as Clay that literally is never in these conversations. Like Scottie Pippen, maybe, but Scottie Pippen was like all defense. Like Clay was too, though. He did. Did he get one? Remember, already got it. It was like Clay finally got all NBA defense, right? Like, unless you can, All Stars is a deal, but there's a lot of people All Stars. But
a lot of people All Stars.
Clay is better than his accolades.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, players as good. Like, remember we were talking like, oh, Clay didn't make top 75, and it's like, a great case could be made for Clay being top 75. Okay, what is it? Like remember he's doing the jacket thing on All Star to pull all your thing, like Clay jacket. Clay jacket is closer to mine than Steph. That's all I'm saying. Like, he gonna have his All Stars, and then at that point you talking about like 3-point champion. Like, he's just better because he played next to Steph.
Exactly,
and he played as Draymond, right? Like, it's almost like Worthy is probably one of those guys. Like,
Worthy.
Better than the accolades.
Yeah, I think you're right.
One of the players who people forget about and just wasn't good, like Dennis Johnson. You would never have.
Yep.
He was never in an MVP. He was insanely valuable to those championships. He's the guy who guarded Magic. So
was he a Finals MVP with Seattle?
Oh, you're probably. I think that was what's my man? It was Freddie Brown.
Was it Freddie?
Downtown
Freddie Brown?
Who was the Finals MVP? Look at
I don't know.
Finals MVP.
It's probably like 76, 70.
79?
79, Dennis Johnson.
It was Dennis Johnson. Okay, MVP. Yeah.
Dennis Johnson was good.
Dennis Johnson was incredible.
Might have been rookie of the year as well.
Dennis Johnson was incredible.
He was legit.
He was incredible. I hated Dennis Johnson too. Oh, I hated him so bad because I hate. Like, he was just like, man, I couldn't stand this dude. Like, he's always. Because I was, we West Coast, man. We ain't like the Celtics.
I did not like it.
I mean, Dennis Johnson, though, 6-time All-Defensive First Team.
Yeah, that's crazy. You do got that.
I mean,
like, Clay had one in All-NBA Third Team twice.
All-NBA Third Team twice, and Dennis Johnson was 6 times.
6 times. I mean, but defense.
He was okay.
All-NBA First Team Dennis Johnson once. All-NBA Second Team twice.
Yeah. And you gotta like a black guy with freckles. Period. That's just a given.
With a red afro.
I mean, I loved it.
That dude was like a Sanford the Sun character out there.
I had freckles growing up. I was like, oh my man, look at him. I had a poster of Dennis Johnson growing up. I love Dennis Johnson.
This dude looked like somebody off Sanford the Sun that he just called problems.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, I hated that dude. He was always in the way, always making plays. I'd be like, oh my goodness, look, who is this dude? And never it was always under control. And
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's like, come on, man.
No, DJ was.
DJ was.
He was.
But when you think about the Celtics,
remember he's the one that made the layup on the bird steal.
When you think about the Celtics, people just forget about that. Like, so you don't really.
He wouldn't sit
how good he
baseline.
was.
He wouldn't sit. I think he passed away, but
He
wouldn't-
died. No,
he wouldn't sit baseline. No fucking way.
Nah,
Dennis
he
Johnson
wouldn't
sit
Well,
baseline.
I'm telling you,
Not
you
a
underestimate the free
He's
courtside
only
ticket.
52.
God dang.
Yeah, he died young. I remember that. He was because he was an assistant, right, with like the Clippers. Or something.
Was he?
I think he was an assistant coach.
He was one of my favorite. He was one of my favorites growing up. Back
Yeah.
when I watched the finals on tape at 11:30 at
Them
night.
dang wristbands. I'm like,
Yeah,
take off
Clippers-
them wristbands.
I love the
Take off
two
them wristbands. Yeah.
in the
Man,
wristbands.
Jordan was wearing a wristband on the
Yeah,
forearm.
I
He
know.
had it on the wrist. Like, what are you doing?
Well, Dusty Baker had them both.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dennis Johnson out here wearing it on. Oh, I couldn't stand that dude. He was.
Although
such a
I did have to
problem.
take,
Yeah.
I had to take the Dennis Johnson posters down when he went to the Celtics. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
can't do it
yeah,
now.
well,
Seattle's
Oh.
cool, not the Celtics.
I could not stand the Celtics.
We're not
bro. I
doing
hated
the Celtics.
He used to give Magic problems though. Oh, he used to give Magic.
was physical.
He used to give Magic.
He would
problems,
get
man.
into him. Like, no, DJ was awesome, but I, you know what? When I look at Clay, it's funny. You're right, because the accolades aren't quite there. But I always thought he was one of the best two-way players
Yeah,
in the game at that point. Like,
he was.
and maybe because him and Steph, I think, are the best guard combo in NBA history.
yeah.
I think Isaiah Dumars
Uh-huh.
is probably in there. West and Goodrich is probably in there somewhere. And I know there's others, but I can't think of them. But Steph and Clay fit together so beautifully. I mean, Steph was he was the god. Like, he was the sun. He everything revolved around him. But he
And
wasn't a
Clay
great
was the
defensive.
moon.
Thank you.
That was so romantic.
But he wasn't a great defensive player. Guess what?
Yeah,
Clay said, I got you.
Even if it
Steph
was,
said,
I
I
don't
got
want him
you.
playing defense. Cut that out.
Steph could create and he could shoot. But when he created and the avenues were closed off, who did he pass it to? Out to Clay.
Yeah.
And Clay was fucking as good a shooter as Steph. Like, that'd be an all-time horse competition. Those two going at it, just shooting. I mean,
Nah,
so I
Clay-
mean, it was so symbiotic. But I think you're absolutely right that because Steph was his teammate,
yeah.
he gets diminished a little bit. He was a great player, a lot better. He deserved a lot better than not an MVP at anything. That's what I'm saying. He didn't deserve any better than not an MVP. But the at
I mean,
anything
like,
was like, I'm
no,
going
I
out of
don't-
my way.
I don't think he's talking
I'm
about
going
like
out of my way to
life.
ding him.
He's not like a finals MVP. He's not an all-star MVP. He's not an NBA.
He's not an
Like,
MVP
he was-
getting on a bus.
He was
He's
never
fucking not an MVP.
But that's
at
what I'm saying.
anything.
He's like, of all the things, he's not like an NBA in-season tournament
He's not an
MVP.
MVP.
Like
He's not an
he's-
MVP bathroom cleaner.
he said,
He
his
doesn't
point,
even squeegee the fucking side of the bathroom wall.
his point
He doesn't
is,
even do that well.
but see, I do think that's part of Clay's story, and that's what he's talking about. Clay never dealt with that level of pressure either. Like it's never been on him.
Granted,
Right. So that's what he's saying. It's like when Clay has a bad final series, it's like, what did Steph do? Like nobody says they lost that series because of Clay.
yeah.
And Clay's had some bad final series, right?
Yes,
So it's like that's what he's saying. Like he's never been that guy. Where
correct.
those guys, you just have to be that guy.
Well, then
Now,
say that.
but you know, with Clay's moment is like game sixes, right? Like when you didn't expect it type deal. Like Clay would come
Yeah.
and do something crazy at the moment where you need. That's what I just think they look at it. They value that front man guy who's being pressured to deliver, and not the guy who, if he does deliver, great, but if he doesn't, it's still on the front man guy, right? Like I think that's what he's trying. I don't think it's like about off the court stuff. I think he's just like, hey, there's never been a situation where Clay is the absolute best player, right? Like, and that's in
Yeah.
that setting, right? Where you're not looking at him like, all right, Clay, you carry us. He is like the greatest Robin. And
Yeah, no.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
But you could also make the case that without Clay, they don't win
yeah,
championships.
no, that's a case, man. Like,
I mean,
like it'd be hard to not.
need
You'd be
those-
hard to make the opposite
Yeah,
case.
you need those guys.
Yes, you absolutely,
you
have
absolutely
to have
need
it.
those guys.
You absolutely. You
I don't
don't
know, I
win without
just-
Clay. You like you don't get out of some of these series without Clay. I mean, remember, like Clay, he has some massive games, massive series, and not to mention just his mere presence out there forces you. Like it's what creates the
Absolutely.
lanes for like you can't.
Well, that's Steph's superpower.
Yeah, no question.
Is that he makes the game easier for everybody else because you got to guard him so far away. All right, let me get back to this year's Warriors because I mean, Every time I have you on, we can go all kinds of different directions. What would you have liked to seen them do this offseason? Is there
Aaron
something?
Wiggins, Isaiah Joe. That's what
okay.
I think
You wouldn't have tried to get in on the Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, not if that was the price. Like if the price for
like
them
what, $2.5 million?
Yeah, no, if the price for them was the price for the
would you have paid 4 firsts for Jaylen Brown?
No, I wouldn't have paid 4 firsts for Jaylen Brown.
3 firsts for Jaylen Brown.
I would have done it.
You would have done 3.
Okay,
so the 4th so 4 no, 3 yes.
You trust him IR here.
See, I wouldn't even have done 3 yes.
I would have hesitated, but I probably would have done it just because, like, what you need right now is Jaylen Brown. It's just the guy who's gonna, the innings eater. He's Yusmero Petit, right? Like, just get
that's a great
just
pull.
get me.
That is a
just
great
get me
pull.
to the 8th inning, bro. Like that's
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's Jaylen Brown's gonna play
good.
every game. He's gonna get you 25. He's gonna do all the things that you really need right now. And then you can figure it out later. Yeah, you love black people.
Mira Petite somewhere like going. Is Mira Petite's like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, they remember me.
Remember me in Washington?
You know what I'm saying? When your starter's struggling,
I remember that game.
when your starter's struggling,
Lou.
throw in Lulu. Hey, you stepping on?
Lulu, stay down.
You stepping on my?
You're gonna hurt your neck
off-white
again.
Jordans.
Lulu,
You're stepping on my off-white Jordans. We gotta.
Lou, come here.
Lulu, why do you sound like
again?
this? I'm
Lulu's
a little worried about
Lulu's
Lulu's
been on the IR a little bit.
I'm worried about it, man. That don't sound good.
So here's the problem I have with Jaylen Brown. Is you got to pay him close to damn near $70 million. And
it's a lot of money.
It goes
and
back
wanted
to,
an extension.
It goes back to what you said earlier. You're still hoping the other guys can be healthy.
Yeah.
Because if Steph's not healthy, Jimmy, it's not going to matter anyway. It's not going to give you that much of a bump. And if you're going to give 3 draft picks away, just stay here. You're going to want somebody who's going to be your guy. Like after Steph,
see, that's the part where I think
he's not your guy though.
But I think that's where I disagree with them.
Okay,
like, you don't have to be trade him again. Like, it doesn't have to be your guy.
How many people are going to want him for $70 million?
It doesn't matter. Like somebody will want Jaylen Brown.
So?
Yeah, maybe you.
Yeah, but you maybe only get 1 draft pick.
That's
back.
fine. At some point, you got to retool. You're gonna lose now or lose later. Which one? Like at some point, what does it matter? Like
that's lose now or lose later.
If you don't believe,
which one do you want?
If you don't believe that you can maneuver, then you get scared.
Okay.
But like, all right, you get Jaylen Brown on this team, right? And he is who you need to be for right now, and then you're ready to start over. In what world are you stuck? Like, if you feel like, oh, we're gonna be stuck with Jaylen Brown, like, you gotta believe you're gonna maneuver. It's Jaylen Brown. He's gonna be 32. He's gonna average 25 points. You can't sell that. You can't sell nothing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, we're stuck. Okay. Like, you gave up Jordan Poole and you got Chris Paul. Like, you remember that card? Oh, what are you gonna do with Jordan Poole's contract? Is it like, man, people get off contracts all the time.
Yeah, what'd they trade him for? A bad contract. Well, maybe not a bad contract, but a guy on the downside.
But that's what I'm saying. But when nobody's like, man, that Jordan Poole contract killed you. Like, that's what I'm saying. You could either suffer later. Maybe you trade Jaylen Brown and you get 1 pick and a player later. That's a later problem. And if you don't feel like you can figure that out later, but if he's the solution now,
yeah.
Well, okay, all right, you figure it out later.
I love the aggressiveness.
This is what they've been doing though. Like, some of this stuff doesn't make sense. You signed Draymond to $100 million contract after nobody else would have done it, right? Like,
yeah,
because you're like, hey, we can. If it don't go, what I'm saying, you can. You just have to believe that you can do that. Like, so to me, it's like, oh, if it don't work and we got to start over, what GM wouldn't want to start over? You know what I'm saying? If you're a GM and you're like, hey, Steph's gone, I got a full cap and an empty roster. That's the best job you can ask for. Like, wait, I get to build this thing from scratch. Like, that shouldn't be a terrifying thing. That should be like,
yeah,
when we got to start over. If you inherit the team and there's no picks and empty roster and all the cap, are you like, I don't know if I want that job? They don't have no pick. Like, nah, you take the hand you got and you work with it. Like, so to me, this idea of he won't be my future player and I don't want to be stuck with that. Like, why would you be stuck? Go work. go work Charlotte. Like, go hustle somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Go hustle somebody.
go scam Atlanta. I got like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how. I just think sometimes they get into that mode where it's like, oh, I don't know what this will do to the future, and not necessarily forget the future, but believe in yourself in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, if I in the future, you know what? I'm gonna have money. I'm gonna have an empty stadium. I'm gonna have a stadium. I'm gonna have a kingdom that Steph built to give to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have all kinds of money. I'm gonna have Silicon Valley. I'm gonna have Cauchy and all that, like iron. Like, why am I scared about what's gonna happen in 5 years? I'd be like, hey, no, I'm a G. You give me the situation, I'm gonna figure it out. But they're like, I don't want to be hamstrung later. So 4 picks. I don't know if that's a good deal for right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get hustled right now. But if the only reason,
but it's interesting. I said 4, you said no. 3, you go, yeah,
because
it's only 1 pick.
It is only 1 pick.
So you might as well give up 4 then.
Well, then you might as well give up 7.
Exactly.
We can play that game to the end.
Exactly.
Right? Everybody got to draw a line, right? I'm drawing a line
between 3 and 4 is yours.
I'm drawing a line at 3, right?
You want another ginger beer, by the way?
Man, you weren't supposed to tell everybody it's ginger beer. They're supposed to think that was a
vodka.
No, I'm just playing.
I love ginger beer. What, are you kidding me?
I'm good. I'm straight.
I love ginger.
So
I love ginger
I just
beer.
feel like, yeah, if at the end
do you feel like they should have done something more than they haven't done anything really? They've signed their own guys.
I just think they tried. I really do think they tried. I mean, you could say like, hey, look, say what you want about Paul George. He's available.
Yep.
He's playing. Right? So I understand, like, it might not, like, if you got to take Jimmy.
I mean, if I was Boston, I'd want a player that could play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to pay a premium price.
Yeah.
I can understand not wanting to pay that premium price and saying, you know what, if we could just hang on to Jimmy's back. They love Jimmy. Jimmy has produced. You know it worked. It's the thing. It's the devil you know. I could see why they make that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, if you tell Boston, all right, we'll do it for 4, do we know they're not saying, all right, throw in pots? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. At some point, you can't just get hosed.
Yeah.
Right? That's where I kind of understand them. But I don't, to me, I probably would have been more aggressive on the smaller players than on the big, massive names. Like, how do I hear these guys? I'm like, maybe if Sam Presti is trading Isaiah Joe, who like is a warrior killer, right? Isaiah Joe for 2 first-round picks. Maybe I'll give him a first for that. Like, you're a little bit more, not 4 picks aggressive, but a first for a guy. Like, and I don't know what the deals were. I don't know if they could get it or not. But to me, I always felt like the answer is in those players anyway. It's in the players who's going to get you to April. Like, who's going to get you to April?
Yeah.
And that's where you be like, Bron don't solve that problem. He don't. Bron don't. He solves the problem if you get there in April.
Yeah.
If you get there, if you're healthy in April.
Yeah.
But if you're the 14th seed in April, like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because they're perennially 1 injury away. Like, we've seen that.
Yeah.
They're 1 injury away. So if you add Bron, maybe you're 2 injuries away.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the only difference. But they need guys. They need bodies.
Yeah.
As stars would be great, but like, you go get Bron and AD, what's the chance? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, they might get hurt. Like, that's just the reality, and you're in the same situation anyway. So to me, if it were me, I would have been going for, man, who are my 80 game players? Who's good? You know, who can fill in?
Who's our back-to-back guys?
Who are the Wiggins? I want another Andrew Wiggins. That's what I would want. I mean, Bron is great, AD is great, but I'd rather Andrew Wiggins than Jaylen Brown. 4 picks for Jaylen Brown, or find the next Andrew Wiggins. Yeah. Like, that to me is the thing that I would have been looking for.
Is I know a lot of people have posited the theory that maybe Lacob's a little too involved in what's going on with the ginger beer.
Yeah, there we go.
Ginger beer.
You want some more ice?
I'll take the pig.
You want ice?
You ain't got the Jamaican.
Give me the pig.
Do you want ice or?
No, you know, ice salt. No.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, you want to drink it out of a bottle?
got me out here looking.
You want to feel like a big
You know what
boy?
I'm saying?
Attaboy.
You know, I gotta at least look grown.
Lakem too involved in what's going on with basketball? I think he's always been kind of involved.
Yeah, I don't know.
And here's the thing too. I want to let people know this because everybody's like, "Oh, Bob Myers was here. They would have been able to close the deal." And then I love Bob. Like, literally love Bob. Great guy. It wasn't just Bob. It was always Bob, and it was West, and it was Travis Schlenk, and it was Steve Kerr, and at points it was Mike Dunleavy when he was the assistant. Like, they're very, and Joe, obviously, they're very collaborative. It wasn't just, hey, this is what Bob Myers wants. This is what he's going to get. This is what we're going to do. People think like, look at Bob pulled one over on the Warriors. He got LeBron. Like, no, the Sixers got LeBron because he thought they had a better chance of winning. And he, as you said, he wouldn't have to do all the heavy lifting all the way through the season. But I've always thought Joe's always going to be involved.
I don't know.
That's who he is.
This world where Joe wasn't involved.
Yeah, you think he's like,
if he's too involved now, he's always been too involved.
He's always
But,
that's who Joe is.
But,
period. Sometimes it worked. Maybe now it's not working as much.
That's the part that I think is a misnomer where people are like, Joe doesn't want the star, he wants the picks. Like, Joe wants to star.
He wants to star
more than anybody.
Yes.
Like, Joe wants to pull up at the press conference like, what was y'all saying? More than anybody. Yeah, like,
yeah,
like
what?
No, yeah. And that's, you know, Bob was good in that. He could manage that.
Yeah.
He knew how to talk Joe off the ledge, right? Yep. Like, and apparently Dunleavy is good at it too. I think that's the one misnomer. Like, no, Joe trying to, like, Joe want to win the press conference. He want to conquer the game. Like, he's probably more pissed than anybody that
they didn't get.
Yeah, like he like, hey,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe, that's his thing. He wants start. That's the way he was as a venture capitalist, right? Yeah. Like, that's just how he is. That's why you get a Jerry West. Now you could argue part of probably thing that you could argue is they don't have those voices anymore. They don't have the variety of them. Maybe they're not as good in that aspect. But if Joe could have pressed the button and Giannis would have been here, he would have tap danced on that button like crazy. Like, he would have, that's what he's about.
Yeah,
he's about being it. You want to be the it team. So, like, he's gonna be sitting courtside looking at 40 losses, like, you know, like dying with everything. Like, so from what I know about Joe, he's more embarrassed that they didn't get somebody than he is happy they didn't get somebody.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it's probably Mike Dunleavy saying, chill, like, be cool, you know, be cool. But I do, like, all GMs have strengths, right? Like, Bob was great at what he was great at. The deal making was his thing.
Yeah.
You know, Dunleavy's a better drafter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's fine. He finds play. There are no Jacob Evans on Dunleavy's track record. But also, Bob is the type that'll make the deal. Like, he'll get the deal done. Like, where there is no deal, he'll find, like, Philly was not in this. They just weren't. Like, nobody's thinking Philly. Like, even when it was Jaylen Brown, he was supposed to go to Milwaukee. Or, like, there's no somehow Philly at the end. Philly's in it. Like, that's Bob Myers. That's what he does. And yeah, he definitely uses, like, the team. Just like the Hamptons thing. He's like, all right, Steph, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Like, that's his specialty. And perhaps they need, like, some of that. But, like, all GMs have their strength. I just, the idea that Joe don't want to, there's nobody more thirsty than Joe about this. Like, and to mention, like, these ticket prices, he know more than anybody. Like, you got to have somebody
to
sell tickets in this arena, right? Which is also why this talk of trading Steph is crazy. Because in the end, this team has no prospects. Nobody thinks they're going to win. They're the only ones who think they can actually be good when everybody's healthy. And somehow they have 28 national TV games.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Steph Curry puts people in seats.
Yes, he does.
Like, so,
yes, he does.
I don't understand why anybody would want to.
Oh, and the fact of the matter, he doesn't want to go anywhere.
He doesn't want to go anywhere. Like, they're not. Steph ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
And if he did, something would have to drastically change. It would have to be massive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, when you get in front of the world, basically, and I think it was at the ESPYs, which I don't watch because they're stupid. Kind of like the Knicks. Kind of like the Knicks courtside. It's stupid like the Knicks
Now
courtside.
you hate awards for athletes.
Huh?
Now you hate awards for athletes?
That's just dumb.
You're an athlete.
But when he said, maybe I'm bitter. I didn't get any awards. So when he said, find your Oakland.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, he's here, man.
Like that means something to him.
He's
like he's not. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants to ride this out. He sees the honor in writing it out.
No question.
And he is not. And you're not going to trade him when he doesn't want. If he wanted to go, you might figure out a way to move him. After you try to convince him,
you figure out a way for him not to want to go.
Yeah, exactly. But if he doesn't want to go, you're not going to have to figure out a way for him to go.
Like that's the part where if he doesn't leave you, like if he wants to go, it's like no.
But you're right.
They're like wants to go, you make him happy.
You know who they are? They're the Lakers of the North now. Get the stars.
Yeah.
Get the stars. Fill the seats. We got a lot of seats to fill.
That's who Joe wants to be.
Yes.
That. Yeah. No question.
He said that in an article. I can't remember what the article was. But he said he referenced the Lakers. He wanted to be the Lakers, like go to 17 finals in 35 years. Like that's what he wants.
No question.
That's why he's thinking like
he wants the stars to be like, hey, I'm choosing what you got. That's what I'm saying. It probably hurts him more than ever that you can't get nobody to come.
Yeah.
If anybody's more hurt, it's probably Joe. Like, what do you mean, Giannis? Like
why?
Why would you not want?
Why not us?
Why would you not choose the best organization in the world? Right? Like
why
that's
not
what
us?
Joe's thinking. Like, why would you what? You mean none of you want to go? Like, what? Oh, all right. Watch when I get somebody.
Yeah.
Then you go rue the day you chose Miami. Like that's more along the lines of the Joe. I know, not like pressure.
Now, do people think because the Warriors were hot for about 10 years, maybe going on 12, going back to 14, 13. They had Steph and Clay, and then Draymond came, and obviously KD came. Andre was there, and all that. This was a destination spot. It was not before.
Yeah.
Was it a destination spot because they were winning and Steph was here? And does it remain a destination spot after Steph is gone? Like, will that stay? Is there staying power to that? Or is there going to be people that say, yeah, Steph's not there. They're not winning championships anymore. It's pretty expensive, but so is LA. California taxes, but I can handle that. I don't know if I'm down with Bay Area politics. I don't know. If I want to go to. I don't know if I want to go to the Warriors anymore. Like, what are the Warriors going to be after Steph retires? They're going to revert back to people that are like, nah, only if it's the last choice I'll go there. Or yes, find a way. Tell your agent, find a way to get me to the Warriors.
I think there are two things that make players choose a place: money and a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when Steph's gone, there will be a treasure chest. And as you pointed out with the Knicks, if there's money,
we're here.
Like, and Joe is going to spend whatever. So I think, so if Steph is gone, and I'm just going to throw this out there just because I really like him and I think he's going to be, Minnesota ain't doing well by Ant Edwards. And there's $400 million sitting in the Bay. Like, are people like, I don't know about the politics? Ant Edwards don't care about them. Do you have the money? When people were coming here with destination because you thought you could win a championship.
Yeah. People
like David West taking less money to win a championship. Outside of that, like Jimmy loves it. But Jimmy also got money.
Yeah.
So like Jimmy got paid. So 2 reasons people come. Like you win a championship or you got money. That's it. And like if you're in Miami, like it also might be if you got.
Well, let me ask you this though. What if there's another team out there like the Lakers or the Celtics or the Heat or maybe even not so much the Spurs, but Chicago,
like LA, Miami, that's it.
But what are those teams? What if they have just as good a chance to win a championship?
I think the LA, Miami, the only 2 you
not Boston.
Nah, ain't nobody rushing to Boston. Who signed
Legacy?
There? Who signed
Banners?
There? Nobody signs in Boston. You get drafted or you get traded. Ain't nobody running to Boston.
Yeah.
Nobody's running to winter.
No one was no one was running here before they started winning.
That's what I'm saying. Like LA, Miami.
Okay.
Weather, warm, right? That's what people because if all things are equal, I'm getting money or I got a chance to win. The next best thing is what's
Yeah.
life like off the court?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody life off the court is incredible in Boston. I ain't never heard that. Like
Freedom Trail.
Yeah, New York because there's money, right? Like
Yeah.
there's this, the financial.
And then theyll bring you back too.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get free seats.
Bring back, get your free
You know what I'm
seats.
saying?
Every
Like,
night.
we know that wouldn't have
Every
worked
night.
on you though.
Wouldn't work.
You wouldn't
I'd have been like, fuck you
wouldn't have
guys,
worked
I ain't
on
coming
you.
back.
Nah, man, I don't want that perk. You know
I
how
don't
to go to
want-
the hotel, they're like, you want points or something from the
Beat
market.
it.
You like the markets. I don't want your points.
Keep your point.
Keep that. You're not getting me with the points. Give me my sun chips. I'm just like that's what Joe's got. Joe's got the day Steph leaves, and look, it's 60 million. Whatever Jaylen Brown was.
Yeah.
They've got. Hey, we have Hey, Scrooge McDuck, come dive into the coin.
Scrooge McDuck.
Right.
Be a
And-
quadzillionaire.
And then they're all on the Silicon Valley. So it's like, and you got the other ways to make money out here. Like that's why people will come. That's what they'll have. I just don't know that. Like again, if you're competing with the Lakers and they got the choice, yeah, people probably rather live in LA, no question, Miami. But there are not that many places that are just. Winter is just your sports in the winter, man. Like ain't nobody trying to be outside in December and it's saying you got to shovel the driveway. Like you'll do it for the money, but if there's money in LA, you know what I'm saying? Like you take
like, hey.
So I think if nothing else, they should believe that. You know what I'm saying? They should be like, hey, when this is over, we're gonna have endless cash and a willingness to spend.
Yep.
So we got Silicon Valley connections and we got a stadium that's packed every night. Unless it won't be packed every night, but we'll find that out. Yeah,
that'd be rough.
We'll find that out.
That'd be rough.
And they do have a reputation for treating, for when you get here, it's great for you, like all that stuff. Like if that don't do it, then sell a team, hang it up. Because what are we doing?
That ain't happening.
Exactly.
That's
my point. Like if you feel like you can't get somebody to come, that's kind of on you.
I've said this, and I'm gonna get your thoughts on this because I know a lot of people are kind of. Again, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Some people are down on Lacob right now. I think he's too involved with what's going on with the draft picks, the free agency, this and that. And somebody compared him to Jerry Jones. I'm like, yeah, Jerry hasn't won in like 30 years, okay?
Yeah.
Jerry hasn't won in 30
Jerry
years.
does a press conference after every game.
Yeah, but be that as it may.
Like after every game, the media runs to Jerry Jones. I'm like,
don't you want an owner who wants to win? Like you can go over the top a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Al Davis wanted to win, right? Al Davis,
Absolutely.
that's the only thing he wanted to do is win. And early on in his career, like I think he had a good grasp on football and talent, had a draft and how to do this. Later on in his career, he wasn't that great with it. He still wanted to win, but maybe he got in the way of the team a little bit, and that's why maybe one of the reasons the Raiders became dysfunctional and not great on the field. But
I'm the GM.
Yeah, exactly. You just like jump over the coach and go right to the owner.
No, give me the fast receiver.
But where are you at?
See that 40 times?
Yeah. Duke of Jane Jet. Oh, did you say that guy Jet Run?
Oh, Jet Run.
But where are you at with Lacob? Because sure, you could say he's too involved in a few things if you want, or many things if you want. You can say a lot of things, but the guy was an owner that brought 4 championships to this region. He brought
he inherited Steph.
He did. No, he absolutely did. No, I think that's fair. No, I absolutely think that's fair. I think that's fair. But you still have to go out there and hire the right people that can make the right decisions to put that team together. Because we're not just talking about championships. We're talking about one of the greatest 10-year runs in the history of NBA basketball. I mean, maybe the Lakers of the 80s, Celtics of the 60s, and that's about it. The Spurs were over 17 years. They were just like kind of like the Spurs themselves, methodically, dominantly boring. Just 17 years. Here's our 5 championships. But I mean, I get it. I get why people, and I get the whole light years thing, and I get people that think maybe he's arrogant, and maybe he is, and that he pushes guys too much, and that he's a little too much. He's a little too much. If I could borrow a phrase from the kids, maybe he's Lacob maxing. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what that means. Don't gaslight me.
Wow.
I don't even know what that means. But
Lake up max.
but I want a guy that's willing to spend the money he spends and go over the salary cap, and as you said, try to get guys who are stars. I mean, what are your thoughts on Lakeup altogether? Like, is he perfect? Absolutely not. Has he done some things I would have done differently? Absolutely. But would I want him as an owner of a team that I'm rooting for? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would.
Yeah, I think overall, I think it's just kind of ridiculous because the owner is just the owner. Like, what are you gonna do? It's just like, hey, I care about Joe Lacob answering my questions, like, you know what I'm saying, like returning my calls, and whatever he does, like, you make a mistake, you don't, whatever. I think if you put Joe Lacob in the grand scheme of owners, you'd probably prefer Joe. Like, yeah, some people like the owner who just completely off and let y'all run it.
You want Fisher?
You know what I'm saying? Or like, who's the Steelers guy? But these
Rooney?
Rooney, yeah. Like some of these owners, you just don't hear from. Like they stay out of the way to let people run it, and they probably, I mean, look, can we just say this? Everybody hates owners,
pretty much.
Everyone
hates their team's bullpen.
Everybody hates. Yeah, everybody thinks their coach should be fired.
I mean, the Angels bullpen.
Everybody,
let's be honest. But
I mean, we're in an era where this is just part of the discourse.
Correct.
Like, this is what it is. So, and you know what? Like, if Joe sell a team, well, what's the market now? 15 billion after the Lakers or so. Like, Joe will be fine. I'm like,
but yeah, I think he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, part of the game is Joe dealing with this, like taking it, like, because he got booed when he stepped out.
Yep.
And then he stepped out to collect the trophy.
Yep.
And, like, this is it. I think over the course of time, no matter what, if you own a team for 20 years, you're going to have this, and you just hope to have the great stuff. I think over the course of time, people will understand, like, what Joe meant. But we just don't live in that society now. It's like right now.
Yeah.
Right now. So every owner that everybody thinks is good has been roundly chastised by their fan base.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, like, Steve is one of the great coaches of all time, and he's getting fired on social media every day.
Got to fire him.
So it's like, yeah. So that's just the nature of the discourse. So I try not to think too much about it. Like, Joe will be as good as his next championship.
Yeah.
Like, and then when it's over, you take the totality of it. You're like, okay, Joe, you delivered X number of championships.
Were you there when he got booed that night?
Oh yeah, I was there.
I was there. I was sitting next to Jim Peterson.
I was there. You know why?
When Rick Barry got up, I was like, oh shit.
Everybody was like,
I was like, oh, here we go.
This is why Chris Muller is one of the great humans of all time.
Oh my God.
I was like, Chris, stop, man. Just let it go. Like, Chris is like, come on, guy. Everybody got to respect Chris Muller. But it's like, no, Chris, stand down.
Rick Barry was like, you guys are crazy.
Stand down.
What are we doing? As soon as he got up, Jim Peterson was sitting next to me and go, Pete, this is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, that dude
watch this one.
That dude chastised an entire arena like a sophomore class.
It was so good.
Like a sophomore physics
class. It was so good.
Hey, guys. I was like, you turn off the lights. Look at the lights.
You guys are crazy.
Turn off the lights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off the lights so you all pay attention. Like, I was just mad Chris Muller got up there like, come on, Chris. You know everybody gonna stall. Everybody gonna respect Chris Muller.
Everybody.
But he came in and saved the day. I'm like, no, Chris, let this thing go.
Let it go.
Nobody's crying yet. I want to see tears. That was one of the wild nights.
That was wild.
That was insane.
That was wild. Well, that was a Lacob misstep. That making it about him instead of making it about Chris. Like, he didn't need to do that. And then I remember when Joe,
he's always been too involved.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, there you go.
If he's too involved now, he's always.
When Joe came on the show, he came on the when they bought the team. They came on the show when I was still working at the radio station, and he said they were going to be in the playoffs in 3 years or win a championship 5 year, whatever it was. And I just asked him, I go, why do you need to say that? I go, the fans here are some of the greatest fans in the NBA. They're going to show up. Yeah. You don't need to bring them out. They're going to be here. So if you're going to win, you're going to win. If you're not going to win, you're not going to. You don't need to. But that was Joe's way. It's
how
like
you do
being
it,
bravado, right, with his chest out, like I'm going to do it. And look, he's backed a lot of it up. What he's done. I mean, I don't follow WNBA, but look what the Valkyries are doing. I mean, he said it.
Now he got a new place to talk his talk. Like,
oh
let's
my
go.
God.
Yeah. I got another arena. Let's go.
WNBA smack, bitches. Let's
You know what I'm
go.
saying? You know what? I do respect that. Draymond is that way. Draymond once told me, like, he talks trash because it essentially puts himself on the edge.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm talking trash to you. Okay, now I gotta back it up, and it gets him to a place. So I think Joe is one of them people. I'm gonna say it because then that's gonna make me back it up. You know, and if you don't say it, you're not accountable for your words. And that's why I respect Joe. Joe is always gonna be accountable for his word. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he's done. You know, I can pick and nitpick in that.
Yep.
But he's gonna be accountable. If you make sense, if you disagree, you make sense. Yeah. He respects it.
Yeah.
You know, there's been times where he was like, "You're just wrong." You know, it's dumb. Like it was like it's fine. And then there's times like, "No, that's fair." Right? Like it's respectable. But if he's gonna get out there and do it, you know, take it when it's great, take it when it's bad. But I think that's Joe. Joe is like, we're gonna say it, we're gonna do it, and if I say it, that means we gotta do it because I'm not gonna be out here looking bad. And right now, he out here looking bad because they haven't done it. But that's what happens when you put yourself out there. Like there is a safer way to go about this, right? There is you know, like we never saw Cohan. Still ain't heard from him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cohan.
I would love to track down Chris Cohan. Like there's a safer way to do it. He didn't choose the safe route. What I would want from an owner, if I like as a fan, is somebody who's just willing to pay. Like break bread. Like I don't want to. It would drive me crazy for these teams who are like, I don't want to do this, right? I don't want to. Like, you know, they win a title. James Dolan, who got all the money in the world, is talking about we're not paying a second apron. Like the cat, like, bro, I'm not even buzzed off the Moet yet. Like you're already telling me I'm not getting an extension. Like, like
Rosen did it. You should too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like So you know, and that's what it always was for. It's always like, you gotta pay Jason Caffey $35 million, right? Like you gotta. I don't know. You know, remember you couldn't. I mean, that was a rule, but it's like you couldn't keep Gilbert Arenas. It was always a limitation because of the willingness to spend and willingness to invest. So to me, as an owner, just the way I grew up in the sport, it's like the owners who break bread are the ones that get you there. Now, part of that is paying for the right people to be in position, like not just players, but paying for the right people to be in position. Like I like that Joe talks so much. Like it gives me fodder, right? I don't want Joe to shut up.
Yeah,
I don't want Joe to go high in the corner. Yeah, you know, Joe. When I was Joe was one of my big scoops when the whole sale thing was happening. I got a tip that it was him, and I tracked him down, and like got him on the phone, and he couldn't talk. He was like, "Oh no!" And he got off the phone. I was like,
"He got off the phone."
Yeah. But when it was a deal, like he called me back. He was like, "You were the first one on it, so I'm giving you the story." Right. And I was like, and he's been like that. Like he's fair. He's a billionaire. Like what are we talking about here? Like, I don't know this. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole different world. And that's the thing. Sports is all that too. Like that's where we are, where this thing is like the Lakers are going for $12 billion. This is not the sport we grew up on, where the owner is a part of the community. And like this isn't Franklin Muley where courtside with the hat. Like
with the hat. I love that hat.
It's a whole, even Al Davis
called the Deerstalker
hat?
Deerstalker
like
hat.
This is a different thing. Like this is a global thing. So like to me, however he want to be is how he should be, because I'm writing about it. Like and I'm just glad he out there instead of, you know, tucked away in the back scared to see us. Like I'll give him that. He ain't scared. He ain't scared to call when and be like, and I've got this call a lot, you know, you're wrong. Like, how could you do like you know what I'm saying? And then, but I respect, because he'll be like, you were on it. You know, one time he was so pissed at me in the Phoenix Suns locker room. And they traded for Andrew Wiggins, and I was like, y'all thought Andrew Wiggins was the answer? Like, what's wrong with y'all, right? Like, and then Wiggins turned out, I'm like, yo, this dude Wiggins is pretty good. Like, hold on. So I go to Joe's locker room. No, I said, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look in your face and tell you were right about Wiggins. And he's like, you could tell he wanted to be like, and he was like, well, Well, I respect you for saying it, but that's why he had chewed me out about it. He was like, "You
Oh,
think
did
this was a bad pick? You're wrong. That's crazy. Wiggins is a good." I'm like, bro, when is it? When has Andrew Wiggins ever been the answer to it? Like, what are you talking about? So he just like going in on it. I was like, all right, we'll see. So when he was right about it, I was like, you know what, you're right about Wiggins. And I can see in his face, he wanted to be like, you damn
That may
right.
have been
I
the
told
last
you.
of the golden touch.
I know, right?
they used all the fairy dust on that one.
Yeah, but like,
because that was D'Angelo Russell
that was the
for Wiggins,
yes, absolutely,
and the 7 pick,
that's absolutely,
which was Kuminga.
that's
I mean, it
absolutely
could have been
what
better.
They got a pick from him, yeah.
But still, I mean, for D'Angelo Russell, you got a better player, and you got a top 10 pick, which
and
was
you got
incredible.
a championship out of it. You
And you got a
championship,
which was too bad because, not too bad they won the championship, but too bad that for about a month and a half, Wiggins showed us who he truly was and how good he could truly be, and then decided not to be that again. Because every year, I could put Wiggins' numbers. I could just tell you, what do you think Wiggins is going to do this year? I go 18 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3.2 assists. That'd be it. That's it. That's Wiggins. Every year, that's Wiggins. But during the playoffs, Memphis, Boston, maybe even the series before, he was like 20, 9.8, and 4.2. Like, he was rebounding his ass. I was like, well, shit, now that we know you can do it, why don't you do it? That just wasn't who Wiggins was. It's just not who he is. You can't make players be something they're not. But it was interesting that Wiggins, like, for 2 months was like, that was like, I don't know, like the perfect Wiggins, like as a basketball player. Like, God, this is what we thought a number 1 pick would be. And he was always missing a piece here, a piece there, a couple pieces. And then he did it, and they won the championship. And then he just went back to Wiggins missing a couple pieces the year after that.
Hey, man, sometimes it's got to be the moment, you know?
He did it, though.
Like, yeah, he did it.
But he showed he could do it.
Yeah.
Which was like, now I was like, okay, I know you can do it now.
It was a perfect storm of that
It was.
That helped him with that. Like, it was the matchups. It was his status on the team. Remember game 1, I think he hit like a corner 3 and he got an offensive rebound or something. And Steph runs to him immediately. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what, like, and they were so invested in Wiggins becoming this guy. And you know, the ascent is different than staying, right? So he had, like, that's when they were like, you're one of us now.
Yeah.
You know, on the way up. And then, you know, obviously in the Memphis series, he was insane. The Dallas series, like, it was
Dallas
just like,
series, that was the one, yeah.
But you could see through that process in the playoffs, he was becoming like somebody that these Hall of Famers are like, we need you. That's what we need from you. Whereas before, it's always been like, save us, right? Like, hey, save us. And it was like offensive rebounding, and it was, you know, the little stuff. It was like sticking the open 3 instead of like, all right, go to the left block and try to create offense. And you could see him like gaining their respect, earning it, and being valued. Like, and then Wiggins is like the nicest guy. He's the best guy. He's such a good dude.
He really is.
He's to himself. He's a very high integrity guy. Like, you know, guy, he ain't messing around. He ain't talking crazy about people. He just in his lane. And you could tell it meant something that they were like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, let's go, Wiggs. We need you. Like, this is a championship run. That's just hard to replicate. You know, that initial, now it's like, if you don't do it, we disappointed.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just lightning in the bottle.
No, I absolutely agree.
Like Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole was insanely good that whole playoff run. Like, he was incredible. It was like every time he came in, he was hurting the other team, right? Yeah. It was just like, it was like he was fine. Remember that whole year? It was like, hey man, we were 18-2, and I was starting to give him minutes. He was like the perfect off the bench player. Like, he could be aggressive because they needed him to be, and he could shoot. Like, he's hitting half court shots. He's going crazy. Like, he was the perfect player. He won game 1 in Memphis. He didn't do much after that, but all he needed was game 1, right? Like, get like, and we were waiting for that to happen again, but it's just hard to recreate. And that's what makes Steph, Clay, Draymond, that's what makes them special, because they can recreate it over and over and over again.
Yep.
Like the great ones can do it over again. The good ones can do it when everything works right and it's
Everything
like,
lines
yeah,
up.
everything lines up. I
Yep.
got you, right? I got
Yep.
you. GP2 was incredible that series, right?
Yep.
Like that playoff run. They had a lot of guys where it kind of lined up for. It's different when you have to do it on call. You know, you were one of the people who like you had to do it on call, man. It was tough. You know, every night you had to go carry the team, and you didn't get off nights. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's why you don't get courtside seats because you couldn't do it. If otherwise you'd be
What?
courtside.
Damn.
You'd be
Darn. Wow. If I can give you a red card here in a second.
2 yellows, baby. Give me
should
2
the,
yellows. That's different.
Should the Warrior fans feel comfortable with Mike Dunleavy as a GM?
I mean,
Well,
that's
you're
a
not
tough-
starting off great.
no, I think Dunleavy's doing good, but I guess the question is, what do you want from a GM? Because you can't get it all. You want a good drafter, you want a deal maker, because now you can get the deal maker. They wanted Bob Myers out, right?
Yeah.
Like Bob Myers, like, oh, Bob Myers is killing us. He was known as the swindle guy when all the deals was working, but then you start stacking up all these draft picks that ain't working out. It's like Bob's killing us in the draft, right? Like Kuminga, right? That's by Kuminga or Franz Wagner, right? Like, how is this? So I think it's just natural to look at the other GM, be like, you want that, but
Yeah.
it just depends on what you want. So yeah, I could see why people wouldn't want whatever, but when the draft picks don't work out, just make sure you know what I'm saying? Like now you got a guy who really, Mike Dunleavy's really good at the draft. Like he really seems to be able to find players, right?
Yeah.
But also he's a young GM. He's not been doing this for 7 years, right? Like, you know, so you know, there's a time element of growth. I think he needs, like, Jimmy Butler was a good move. He knew Jimmy. I think people will start riding for him when he makes that one piece that gets you there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to have that. Because even the draft picks, they're like good players. They're not. It's like, hey, you got a good player at a position that you could have missed. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, hey, man, you found Steph Curry at number 7. Like, you ain't got. So he just needs one of those moves. And then people will be like, okay, now that's how we judge him.
Yeah.
Really? Why are we talking about Jerry West? Jerry West managed Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Like, saying, like, you gotta. That's how we judge great GMs. Man. Where's the rabbit you pulled out?
Yeah.
And he's pretty new at it, and he inherited like a wild situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
No doubt.
But if you don't want that, all right.
No.
I just think fans should be able to do what they want to do. Like,
No, I get it. I
go
get
ahead.
it.
If
You
don't-
surprised Steve signed up for 2 more?
No. What is Steve gonna do with his life? Steve, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Now, Steve, I was surprised.
We can go over to Chuck Carica, play a little golf.
I was surprised when at the end of the year it felt like he was gone. I was in there like, oh, this is real. Like, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? That was surprising to me. Like,
Yeah.
whoa. And then, like, Steph doesn't do the, we want coach. Oh, this is my coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyone, Steph could be like, yeah, I ain't playing for nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, Steph wasn't saying, he's like, man, we just want coach to be happy. I'm like, oh, and you know this too? Like, you're in on it?
You're in on it?
And that's where I was like, wait, hold on. Like, this sounds like a goodbye speech. And I was expecting Steph to be like, nah, we want coach. He's like, man, we just want coach to be happy. We love him. I'm like, no, I remember when Steph was like, we want Mark Jackson. That's my coach.
Yeah.
Like, he went on, he stood out there on that. So this time I'm like, dang. And, you know, with Bob Myers, with Klay Thompson, like, he more talked to them, like, what you want me to do. And, you know, and in that situation where he's like, if you feel like this is best for you, I'm not going to go against that. So that's where I was like, man, Steph, dude, what is happening? Because I'm like, bro, you don't leave Steph. Like, what are you doing? What are you leave Steph?
Yo, man, someone's fucking burning in this neighborhood, man. I don't know who it is, but we got a dope smoking fiend around here somewhere. Every time I come out here to hang out,
You sound mad about this.
I'm saying,
Good
no,
stuff to me.
I don't really care. I don't
Lulu-
smoke. I don't smoke myself.
All I'm saying is Lulu chilling.
I don't smoke. You a smoker?
Nah,
I don't smoke either.
I've never smoked a day in my
Gummies?
life. Never.
Me neither.
Never smoked, never drank.
I mean, I did just pull out gummies,
but no, that's not what
That's
I'm
not.
smelling.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
somebody.
Not, that's not what I'm smelling.
Somebody blowing. Yeah.
So
yeah.
really, never smoked, never drank.
Never smoked, never
Good for
drank.
you. I wish I never smoked, never drank.
Well,
I don't smoke.
I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, it's good for me. I'm not saying this.
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's healthier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like.
I mean, you can pick it up. I can show you how to do it.
Nah, I'm too old for that.
I can go get glass for you right now. It's not that hard.
Like I don't like addiction is the problem. Like, but what's to me? I don't know. If somebody eats gummies or smoking, no, I just was raised by addicts. I'm not touching that stuff. Like I ain't no.
I guess that'll get you off.
Yeah,
I guess that'll get.
Every time I see it, there's been times where I'm like, man, whatever, it's a big deal, and I see myself like under a freeway, like there's.
Damn, that's where you go to? You go fucking under the freeway?
If you ever walk around
880 by Home Depot?
Exactly.
Damn.
If you ever walked around and you saw somebody and they look like
I don't even know if I can enjoy my beer anymore.
Look like life was rough. They never started like, hey, all right, I'm about to end up on the streets. Like, no, I started with it's just one giant. That's so that's what I saw. I saw it. So I'm like, I'm not touching that. I'm not. No,
I mean, I guess that's about as strong a deterrent as there could be.
I don't know. Yeah, I grew up in the crack era of the East Oakland. Yeah, I'm not touching none of that stuff. None of it.
No, I guess that makes sense.
Nah,
but it's interesting because
what if it's genetic? Like, what if it's like?
I mean, it could be.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think it is. I know the science isn't sure, but it's like, man, I get that thing.
That's why I stay away from painkillers.
Yeah, like you start doing it, like I might be more just judging by my family history, I might be more predisposed. I don't know. Every time I'm like, all right, I remember in college they passing it, and I'm like, I'm about to do it. Nelly took me to cigar bar, and I'm like, here we go. I'm chilling with Nelly.
You didn't even do cigar.
I ain't even.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I do that one thing. Next thing I know, can I borrow you guys?
That's fucking cigar to tapping it. Damn, rubber band.
That's the end, baby. If I don't have impulse control, if I don't have who knows where it is? Like nobody started saying that, right?
Oh man, you're Delonte West.
Yeah, like exactly, like
I went from Monte Cristo to tapping my veins.
I'm all in the toe jam lately.
God, that's a nice one right there.
Man, I was by my house and I saw like a dope fiend from my neighborhood. I was like, yo, you still around? When I was a kid, like, dang, you've been out here for a minute. I'm telling you that them original ones, that stuff was different. You could stay alive on that. Like,
what?
The original crack, the original stuff. Like I'm telling you,
like classic Coke, classic crack,
whatever that was. Then people don't like they seem a little bit more fortified. They like I'm telling you, dude. Like it's different. It's different. It's not that fentanyl stuff where you out and and 2 days, like I'm telling you, it's a lot of.
So it hardens you.
I don't know. It's something happens. It cauterizes or something. I don't know. I was telling. I'm telling you that. That's you see me be like, oh man, you're like, yeah, no, I've been clean, and they cleaned up and they held like. Now if you started now, that's synthetic stuff, something different about the stuff. You ain't got that much longer, man. But them old back in the 90s, man, they got beat up, jumped, shot, all that.
It was organic crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That was
it's all by Clover.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Clover. I didn't mean that.
It was whole. It was derived from, I'm telling you something about
organic crack. And they let their chickens roam in a 108 square foot cage. And that's where you get the eggs from.
We'll see in 20 years if the people who was on it now still around. I know too many. They still around. They be like, yeah, man, I did a good 15 years on the streets, but I'm still here. Now they struggling. Like life is rough. Your body fall apart. But I'm telling you, dude, I've seen too much. Man, you ever seen so-and-so? Yeah, he clean now. He's still alive. Last time I saw him, he was getting stomped out at the mall. They see, he like, yeah, no, he got a job and everything. We're like, man,
he's working Orange Julius.
I'm telling you, that original stuff was different. The Snowfall, the movie Snowfall, whatever they was used to. That was, I'm telling you, it was different stuff, man. I've seen too much to know. I'm like, nah, y'all don't understand. The early 90s, late 80s, though thing was different. I'm saying they were built different.
That wasn't part of my scope. that wasn't part of my scope.
My bad.
Growing up. Yeah, I didn't have to. I was pretty much just your fucking average milquetoast white dude in the suburbs. That was basically it.
Nah, I was the ones when y'all had to go do, charity stuff. You're like, all right, we're gonna go to school. Hey, I was one of them.
Oh, you were?
I was sitting there. The DARE program.
The DARE program.
You know what I'm saying? We all knew Nancy Reagan. Just say no. That was all Ralph Walker. Remember Ralph Walker?
Yeah, the security guard.
He was my police activities lead coach.
Was he really?
Yeah, I grew up with Ralph.
Ralph was great. For those of you who don't know, Ralph was a security guard. I think he was a police officer before.
Yeah, he was a police officer.
And then became a security guard
and
with
then
the
he was
Warriors.
Steph's body man during the...
He was a body man. And wasn't Ralph? No, that was a different guy. Because there were so many guys over at the old Oakland Arena that I remembered that would stand in the same spots. And when Steph shot his shot from the tunnel, he would always be there feeding Steph the ball. That wasn't Ralph.
That was Curtis Jackson.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But I know Ralph. Yeah, but that was
Ralph. I used to see Ralph every weekday. He would open the gym. Ralph taught us handball. We played in handball tournaments. We played basketball. That was Ralph. The first time I ever left Oakland, we'd had a basketball tournament in Santa Monica playing for Powell. Ralph took me.
Wow.
Yeah, Ralph was in our neighborhood.
That's cool.
Yeah, Ralph was in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood was notorious, but Ralph was there every day. Ralph did a move. I remember it's one guy who we all knew was a bad dude, and we were playing hoop, and he was getting into it. And this was Ralph was like young, and Ralph would come play with us, and he was like clearly miles better than us. Like he was so good, could jump out the gym. He never missed, right? But one of the guys who played, one of the people who in that life, he got mad about something, and Ralph was like always the guy to calm him down. And Ralph did this move, and I'm like 12, 13. So I'm watching. We all like, well, like, what is Ralph gonna do? So Ralph was like, all right, man, let's step outside. And we're like, oh, Ralph's gonna fight, because Ralph was a superhero, right? He was a cop, but he was a superhero. He could dunk and all that. He played, college ball. We just all looked up to Ralph. So we like, Ralph's gonna fight. So he gets to the door and he's like, all right, after he tells the guy after you. When the guy gets outside, he closes the door and locks it, and then we finish playing. And I remember thinking, like, that was incredibly smart, right? Like, just the way he handled it, it was like that, and it was over. And then later, he talked to the guy apologized about losing his temper because you couldn't do that in there. And he came back and he was playing the next day. It was just like, I'm 12 and I'm watching him just diffuse the whole situation. We thought it was about to go down, but it was just like, I remember thinking, like, oh, like like that was like he figured this thing out when we all thought he was about to go outside and fight this dude who we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you win the fight, you don't fight him, because if you win the fight, you lose the war, right? Like, so it's like you either just go ahead and take your L, you know what I'm saying, or win the fight and move.
Yep, win the fight and move. That's exactly right.
Yeah, but Ralph was there when I was growing up, in the hood. Like he was our guy, man. Yeah,
love Ralph.
Ralph the Rocket.
Great. Yeah, I was only ever exposed to that one time. My grandparents, who I told you about, lived in Alabama.
Yeah,
and they moved from the farm to Decatur. I think they were in Huntsville. They moved to Decatur, moved to a neighborhood that was mostly white until it wasn't. And I went there one summer, probably like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And it was like reverse gentrification. So it went from like white to like all black.
And they call white flight.
The next door neighbors were like, was it? I can't forget her. I can't remember her name. Paul was one of her sons, and there was Harold. That was his name. And I was probably 12. They were probably like 17. Super cool. I'd hang out with them all the time. We'd play ball and do all kinds of stuff. And they had another kind of friend, not really a friend, but anyway, I met him and I just thought, oh, he's kind of like them. Super cool, great, everything. So as I was walking through the neighborhood to go to the store down to the end of the street, get a store, get some candy or whatever, he was sitting on the porch down toward the end of the block. And he goes, "Hey, Tommy." I go, "Yeah, what?" He goes, "Yo, man, go tell your mom. Give you $20. Give it to me." I go, "What?" He goes, "Oh, I'm going to cut your ass."
Oh,
Dude, I was 12.
he said, "Cut you."
I was like,
That's old school.
I was like, oh, okay. So I went back
You
home.
pull out a pocket knife and switch it.
I didn't tell
Or
my
I'll cut
mom,
you.
but I told Paul and Harold. I go, "Yo, that dude, Paul and Harold wouldn't handle it."
I was about to be like, yeah.
they wouldn't handle it for
Paul
me.
and Harold.
But I
His
was
name
like-
Harold. He handles a dude named Harold is handling business. That's all I'm saying.
I was like, "Give me back to Lakewood, baby. Let's go."
Yeah,
I don't got
that's
neighbors
funny.
like this. No one's cutting me. My neighborhood. What are we doing?
I'll cut you.
How tough is it though when you grow up in that type of environment? Or when did you? Let me ask you this way: when did you know, like, kind of the path you wanted to take, and in school, and you end up being a journalist? And again, for those of you who don't know, Marcus Thompson writes for The Athletic. He's one of the best journalists in the country. I mean, his stories are fantastic. When
I'm glad you
know?
said country because when it was your mom, it was like in this area
Well, I
code.
couldn't
and was
do
like,
that. I mean, yeah. I mean,
you know,
I
you
couldn't
downplay me
blow
for
you up in front
moms.
of my
Like,
mom.
come on, man, that's crazy. He's one of the best in the zip code.
I told him he's one of the best journalists in the zip code.
Can we run that back for moms? Like,
But how tough is that? Like to stay on that path?
it's not as tough. Like when you're in it, it's not as tough. Like it's really clear. I wasn't a tough guy. Like,
But it was clear to you.
yeah, it was
Like,
very clear.
okay.
It was very clear who I was and who I wasn't. You know, and then you get to a point where my neighborhood wouldn't let me do nothing. So they're like,
They had your back then.
You going to college. Like, get
Okay.
out of here. There's one, we had this park at the top, like where you enter Sobrani Park, and it's one way in, one way out, big drug spot, but is a park at the top, like at the entrance of the neighborhood. And that's where all the hoop were, like you play hoop, but that was like the real hoop. You know, the good hoop was where I played was at the gym with Ralph. But where the real hoop was happening, when you really made it, was up there. And I remember being up there and like, all right, it's my time. I'm good enough to play up there. And one of the people in the neighborhood was like, "Man, go home." And I was a little tough, like, "Hey, nah, man, I'm playing." Like, "Nah, you can't make me go nowhere." And lifted me off my feet the tree. It was like, "If you don't get out of here, you ain't gotta worry about your daddy." Like, so yeah, but you know me, I wasn't soft. I was talking crazy back. I was already left, but like on the walk home, I was like, "You can't tell me nothing. Who you think you are?" But yeah, they wouldn't let me play. So once they're like, obviously they're like innocent bystanders and all that stuff, and people all getting harmed by it. But if you're in a lane, often if you just stay in your lane, you're fine. I was a schoolboy. We had the basketball player lane, we had the musician lane. So that was just me. It was just like, and then it was just like, all right, when you're 18, you go to college.
Yeah.
It just did, like, looking back, it was like, yeah, that was insane. Like, there were so many times I almost died, right? And you start thinking about that, like, it's like, yo, when I went to San Quentin 2017 for the first time, because they had been pitching that story.
What'd you do?
I just went with the Warriors when they went, and I went and wrote about it.
Oh, you didn't go inside.
Yeah,
okay,
but
you were doing a
they were
story.
like, "Come do the story." I was like, "Man, I'm not going to no jail. Like, that's dumb. Like, I spent my whole life not going to jail. Like, you want me to go to jail?" So I finally went, and that's where it really hit me. It was like how close it was. Like, you just like one decision from being there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So in it felt like, yeah, I'm going to college. I'm gonna have a career. Like, I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing any of that. And there's a lot of people like that. And you just kind of hope nothing crazy happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Along the way. But the crazy stuff most often happens to the people who are doing crazy stuff, right? Like, so it wasn't until you get older and you look back and you're like, yo, that was wild. That wasn't normal. Like, this is not normal, right? Like, this was crazy. But at the time, that was all of my confidence.
Yeah.
So other people had, money and stuff, and you had the car, people who sold drugs, they had the cars and all that stuff I had, but I'm going to college. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make something of myself. I was like a Saturday morning cartoon commercial special. That's who I was.
I'm just
yeah.
a bill.
You know what I'm saying?
Just a
I was,
lonely
it's like,
old bill. And
this
I'm
is your
sitting
brain.
here.
This is your brain on drugs, right? And I'm like, I'll never do it because this, I don't want my brain fried up. Like all that stuff it worked on me.
Man. All right, we'll wrap it up pretty soon. I mean, thank you so much for hanging out. Always appreciate it. OG of Oakland, athletically, who is the guy that not only was a great athlete, because they've had plenty of great athletes,
Yeah.
but who was the guy who was a great athlete that continued to represent Oakland throughout, gave back to Oakland, and just was kind of the embodiment of Oakland throughout their life or their career, whether they be alive or dead?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm putting Damian Lillard on that list.
Okay.
Dame, just because like he did it and he still, that dude throws a picnic every year, like in places that I'm like, I ain't been over here in a long time. And he's still in it. I do think people like that, it's hard to say that without Steph, even though he didn't grow up here, because Steph is in places where you'd be like, Steph, are you
sure you want to go there?
Watch out, Steph. Like, hey,
watch out.
Come on, man. I know you, Steph, you know what I'm saying? But like, hey, be careful. But I think it's more of the OGs, right? It's a lot of those older players who didn't make it, who didn't become stars.
Yeah.
But they turned out to be, good people in the community, building the community centers. People like Brian Shaw. There's a lot of those stories. I mean, Ralph was from Chicago, but he was one of those people where there's just so many people in these neighborhoods that's doing all this work that you'll just never know about. You'll just never know. People like Howard Gamble ran the AAU program, and at the time, you don't really know the Oakland Rebels. I don't think he runs it anymore. Melvin Landry. I remember we used to play games, and the coach, the run dude who ran the program, will be reffing our high school games.
Yeah,
and it's like you don't know what's happening, but at the time, it's like, yo, he's reffing games to try to make sure this program sticks around. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just think it's a lot of those people who you just would never hear about. But my uncle or my family members would be like, you don't know him. He in the TOC. He was, he could run a 3.940 and like yeah, whatever. 3.940. They were like, you know what I'm saying? They just that whole era, like that's what the community is. There are just so many of those people. But from a big scale, like to me, like Dame does a lot.
Does Andre Ward factor in at all, or is he outside of that's what I wanted to ask you about him.
No, absolutely. I mean, Andre Ward, there's a very underground, like a big like underground boxing culture.
Yeah.
Andre Ward made it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hey, you could, before it was just like, hey man, stop robbing liquor stores, go to the box. Go box, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, all right, here's a way for me to control my anger, learn some discipline, be tough. But Andre Ward is like, hey, hold on, this boxing thing is a thing, right? Now you see guys like, like Devin Haney, it was just like a subculture that Andre Ward like made real. But yeah, he's one of them guys you don't think about. Andre Ward, obviously, like Gary Payton, like it's just a lot of. I just love the guys who like, oh man, I went and played college ball. Darnell Stamps, who's like was the star of McClymonds, played at Fresno State, came back. Now he's coaching in the. He wasn't great, but there's a lot of kids. Frank Knight, Fremont High, there's a lot of kids. Ayende Ubaka now, who played at Cal, Oakland High. A lot of people whose lives have been impacted because they didn't, they went and came back. So like those are the types that like as one of the kids, like the Ralph Walkers of the world, these are everything. It wasn't, Chris Mullin was Chris Mullin, but Ralph Walker was like the one saving our lives. You know what I'm saying? It was like those people who were like literally in the in the midst of the violence, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of those people in just about every neighborhood. Can you imagine what it is in Chicago, right? Like,
Yeah.
like that's all it is.
Well, I know
people.
you wouldn't say it, but you
I don't do not write articles.
you help. I mean, you're there. You go to school.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I go talk to a couple.
You go to schools and speak.
I love, man. So now I'm one of the best in the nation. Now I'm like a community advocate. But when it was to your mama, I was like number 6 of the 510. Like,
not what I said. I said one of the best in the area code.
Yeah, it's like he's top 10 in the area code. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
now
big deal.
Now he's about to give me the Presidential Medal of Freedom out here. Like, can we get your mother in here for all this?
No, but you do a hell of a job. I mean, you always you put your arms around Oakland.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know. I value the people who, like, I write, I go to games, you know, people see me, but there's just a lot of people in the trenches. I'm not in the trenches. I have a nice home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might pop up at a high school game, but like Mr. Fab
Yeah.
is in the trenches. Like, he's doing thug therapy sessions, helping people understand mental health. He's passing out turkeys. Like, that dude. Oh, Marshawn Lynch is another one. Marshawn Lynch.
Yes.
These dudes, Marcus Peters, right? Marcus Peters became the coach of McClymonds, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's now the football coach. Like, when I watch these dudes, I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write some articles. I'll shout. These dudes are in. So it's hard for me to see that. I'll be telling myself, like, man, you got to get out there more. Like, but you know, I'm busy. I'll come, you know, hey, come speak to my. If somebody asks me to come speak, come talk, I'm always doing it. That's easy. That's what I offer. Marshawn Lynch is feeding families, teaching kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they're Josh Johnson. Like, I spoke at their, you know, they got the Family First camp. And the crazy part is me and Logan, we did a session about media, and Logan used to go to the camp when he was a kid. Yeah. So it's like Logan Murdoch went to the camp. You know, Logan's from Oakland, went to the camp, played for the Oakland Dynamites, and now he's there teaching the kids. But that's how long they've been doing it. That Logan was one of the campers, and now he's there. Like Josh Johnson, you see him talking to kids, and don't nobody know Josh Johnson, right? Dude been in the league for 20 years. Like, he's in the so I'm cool. Like, but them they deserve all the credit. Like, I can write about them, you know. That's what I can do.
Well, you do it about as well as anybody does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in the 510, I'm pretty good.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good in the zip code.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good. Y'all should have seen that. I was like, oh man, he's giving my flowers, and there he goes.
Got him good too.
I was like, you what? It was so cold-blooded.
That's pretty slick.
And she gave me that look like, good for you, young man. Like, good for you, young man.
Good for you. Way to make a mark.
At least you're doing something in your area code.
God. Right, you're out there writing for Bergie's Monte Vista Mustang.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby.
Which you did do, didn't you?
I did. I started there.
You actually wrote stories for the Monte Vista Mustangs when Bergie was go. What do you remember about him? Do you have anything that might be funny? Since he's on with us every single Sunday, he comes over. You know, he's one of my best friends. Anything you can tell me about him? Don't mention his calves, because we always mention that anyway. The world's largest calves. What do you remember about Bergie?
Who are you talking about? What's
Craig Bergman, head coach of Monte Vista.
I thought you was talking about Ron Bergman, the reporter.
No, Ron Bergman. Because I know you covered. You did cover Monte Vista Mustangs, right?
Yeah.
What do you remember about Craig Bergman?
Was he the coach?
Yes. He had calves that are like this big.
I don't think it was him.
What year?
Somebody else. 2000?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh,
he was there for 25 years.
Was it?
Yeah.
Does he remember me?
I think he does.
No way.
I think he does.
I'm about to see this now.
Okay, let's.
You talking about football or hoop?
Football.
Oh man,
you did football, right?
I did a little football.
Did you do football?
I did, because I did football with Sam Keller, was the quarterback at San Ramon Valley High.
Let's see if he remembers you.
He don't remember me. No, I was before. I'm looking at his picture. I do remember him. Yes,
Do you remember? I'm sitting here doing a show in the backyard.
bro. You
Do
still
you
there?
remember? Do you remember Marcus Thompson covering your games?
Absolutely.
That's
I remember
crazy.
covering my games.
What do you remember about Marcus Thompson covering the games?
I remember Marcus. Marcus, first of all, unbelievable writer. I mean, he's a terrific writer.
In the area code.
See,
I remember my wife got mad at him one time because she thought she thought he was being negative about Monte Vista.
I probably was though, right?
Were you being negative?
Tell your wife I was always down
You know
with Cal
why? 'Cause
High,
you guys
baby.
were all white. That's why it was negative.
Cal
He was
High,
like,
baby.
Fuck these guys.
San Ramon Valley High. Let's go.
Because we probably beat his high school team.
Oh
Probably,
yeah, you
yeah.
could have beat him.
Probably.
You could have beat him.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to beat Oakland Tech in football.
Yeah.
Oh, you dragged Marcus into the backyard?
Marcus has been in the backyard for a few hours now. We're
Has it been?
discussing. Yeah, I told him.
Jeez,
Yeah, well,
that's crazy.
He's got ginger beer. He doesn't drink.
Who was
or-
the quarterback?
Oh,
Who was the quarterback? I'm having a hard time thinking his name.
was it
It
Kyle
was
Wright?
Sam Keller was at San Ramon
Kyle
Valley.
Wright.
Kyle Wright. There
Kyle
you go.
Wright,
That's the
yes.
guy.
He
Went to Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, went to Miami.
You remember Keller's name, but you don't remember Kyle Wright's
I
name?
told you where my loyalties lied. I told
I
you.
know, but
I told you where my loyalties
Wasn't
lied.
Kyle Wright the number one recruit in the country?
he was,
Yeah.
and he never lost to Keller ever.
There you
Never
go.
lost to Keller. No, I was at those games. I covered those games. He never has. But that's why I was riding with Sam Keller, because y'all had everything. Danfield, get out of here. I said it like San Ramon's
did,
poverty,
didn't you?
right? Like, get out of here.
Oh my goodness
He's
gracious.
gone on to bigger, better things.
He has gone on to bigger, better things. Absolutely.
That's
All right, we
crazy.
just wanted to call you and because he was having a hard time remembering. I go, no.
I was like, what?
I was like, no, Bergie was there when you covered
no,
him. 'cause I
I'm
knew-
looking at this picture. I absolutely remember.
yeah, he absolutely
Absolutely.
remembers you now because he's looking at
I'm
pictures.
telling you, he probably covered 10 to 20 of our games.
Yes, no question. No question.
You sure you weren't on that crack?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
That's why I'm still here.
Okay. All right, Berg, I'll talk to you, man.
All right,
That's
see ya.
it. Bye.
All right, I have a funny Monte Vista
Yeah.
story. I can tell you exactly
Okay.
why I had an.
Okay.
It wasn't an anti Monte Vista thing, but there was a bit of trauma that happened at Monte Vista. So one of my first assignments, you got to remember I went to a black college too,
Yep.
right? So all black high school.
Which one?
all
What
black
college?
Clark Atlanta.
That's what I thought, Clark.
All black high school, all black college.
Okay.
I get my first job in Walnut Creek, right?
All black.
So I get my first job in Walnut Creek, right? And my first assignment, or one of my first assignments, was water polo. It was high school girls water polo. Because you had to work your way
Big
up.
black sport.
Yeah, you had to
water
work your
polo.
way up. And I remember I'm covering this thing, and high school, there's no media section.
Yep.
There's no press pass. So I walk in. I'm the new hotshot reporter. I'm feeling good. I'm walking like, all right, I got this. I'm on my way. And cover the first half of the game. And I'll never forget, they get out of the water, and one of these girls was so hot that I got uncomfortable. And I was like, and that's when I realized I was in whiteness. Because I was like, they get out of the water, and you're like, yo, do they think I'm here for that? Like, so I literally had a panic attack. I just spent 4 years hearing how you get lynched for stuff like this. Like, so I was like, I'm going to jail. Like, they're gonna arrest me. I'm sitting so the entire second half of the game, I am freaking out because I'm like they don't know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like
They just
nobody.
think
Yeah, I'm just a black dude here watching the game,
chilling.
and and it dawned on me when they got out of the water. And you're like, I'm here just randomly watching wet high school girls. Like I'm going to jail. Like so I like no joke. I'm having a panic attack, bro. Like I'm literally like, and it, like fresh out of college too. So I just like, this is a setup. Like I'm being like I'm being bamboozled. Like this is an attack.
Oh, it's hilarious.
So I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm the only black guy here, and everybody is like, who is this guy and why is he here? Right? Because it's not like I got the hat on with the press thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm in here with Jordans. I'm sagging. You know what I'm saying? My hat is like, yeah. So it was the first time I was cognizant of where I was. So after the game over, I interviewed the coach, and he was like, "All right, you want to talk to the players?" I remember being like, "Hell no!" And then I went to my car and I did 90 back to Oakland. I was out of there so fast. I was like, "Yo, almost died." They almost lynched me in my
got me. Didn't give me this time.
I'm screaming like, "You suckers will never catch me!" Like,
you remember who won the game?
Monta Vista.
Oh, there you go.
I'll never forget. They all got out of the water, and it was like, "Oh my goodness, they're watching me." I remember I did a game in San Ramon Valley. It was soccer, and there was one black guy on the field. This is how it was. And one lady, this black lady, comes to me, and she was like, "That's my son right there. What you doing here?" That's how random it was. You just show up as a high school reporter. You just show up, right? Like it's not like there's not like a section. You're just standing on a thing. She was just like, yeah. And she, this black woman, like, hold on, that's my son. So what are you doing? So I'm like, really? Because that's my son. And then we laughed about it and we talked. But that's what it was like. You don't think about that, but you just show up at these high schools with nothing. You got a little card. They say high school reporter, but you got to like pull it out your wallet, and they don't even know if they ask you. They ask you for it at the gate, so you don't pay the $5.
Yeah,
you show them that. That's it. There's no. So I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, Monta Vista was my first time. I was like, I never want to come back here again. Of course I did, but I was terrified. Terrified.
Water polo.
Girls water polo. It was like Halle Berry getting out of the pool in 007. It was like all these girls were like,
see, that shows you the difference in our ages. Because I'm thinking
you Bo Derek.
No, I'm thinking Phoebe Cates.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Phoebe Cates. Yeah. Judge Reinhold's in the bathroom looking out the window.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when they come out of art? I immediately felt so seen. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, how do I look right here, right now? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. They got to be looking at me like, who's this guy? It's my first assignment. It's not even like, oh yeah. If I would have been like, who are you? Oh, Marcus Thompson with the Contra Costa Times. Man, who is that?
Who is that?
I've never even written anything before, right? It's not like after a while, it's like, oh, you're the guy who writes the articles. At that moment, like I had nothing to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like I had nothing. I write for the newspaper. What I got?
Like water polo.
I got nothing.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Oh, just exactly. I'm sitting there like I don't have anything to say. So if they come to arrest me, I'm getting arrested. I don't have anything.
Arrested. What are you talking about?
I'm 22 years old.
Mississippi burning.
I'm fresh out of a black college.
I'm getting arrested.
Yes, that's what I was. Somebody call him and be like, "Hey, this is guy hanging around here around the girls." And if they come, what I'm gonna say? I'll write for the. There's no cell phones. Like, what do you do at the time? Like, this is 1999. Hey, can you call the sports department at the Contra Costa Times and ask for Jerry Miko, the sports editor? He'll tell you I am who I am. Like, I'm done.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
90 miles per hour.
That's
I was
hysterical.
Mashing.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I think I didn't have no gas, and I'm like, I'm not stopping until I get through this tunnel.
I'm not going to I wanted to ask you this. This is a typical sports talk thing. I don't know how to do the Mount Rushmore thing, but let me ask you this because there's so many top end great athletes here in the Bay Area. How would you rank these athletes 1 through 3? Impact in their sport, impact in the Bay Area, and just impact, I guess, not only in their sport, but just in the sports, I guess, universe. Give me a ranking here.
From the Bay or
Barry Bonds, Joe Montana,
Steph, number 1, just larger reach.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Okay.
More people just.
But is that due to just the era he's playing in?
That's the nature of where he's playing. His reach is insane. There are people who just really don't know who Barry Bonds is, which is a wild thought. But
isn't it?
It was a long time ago, bro. Like it was 2000. Like I have a hard time grappling.
What if I were to make it just Bay Area centric?
If you make it
Because
just
everybody
Bay,
knows all three of those.
yeah,
in the
if
Bay
you make
Area.
it Bay Area centric, I also would probably say Steph because he unified the Bay.
Okay.
Like as an A's fan, I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you're right. Barry was different. He was such a singular figure. But like the universally loved, it was like, I don't know, Steph is universally loved, whereas we had a reason to hate Barry Bonds. Like when they lost that World Series, when
02?
Yeah, when he gives Russ Ortiz the ball, and it's like, good job.
Dusty gave him the ball.
Yeah, like there's a significant portion of the Bay Area, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the significant portion was like happy when Kirk Gibson limped around the bases, right? Like there's that.
Yeah.
So that's Barry. I also think sometimes we underestimate how big people were because it's not the social media. Like Barry was like, but he was more massive in a real way. Like you knew about him because people were like, "Hey, Barry Bonds!" Like everybody was talking about it.
Yeah,
you know, it's almost like now you could buy views or you could earn them. Like they earn their views.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Steph gets the views largely because like we're just a voyeuristic society, right? So it's interesting that way. But he's also been on top longer. Like it's a long time for Steph. We saw him grow up here, and he hasn't left. You know, I actually might put Joe Montana second, to be honest.
I might put Joe Montana first.
Yeah, you're probably right. I was thinking
just
about
because it's football.
It's football.
He was widely considered the greatest quarterback of all time until Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And if you're considered the greatest quarterback of all time, you're pretty much considered the greatest football player of all time. And
except he had Jerry, though.
Jerry, LT. I mean, there were guys. There's no doubt about it. But when you look at what the Niners were in the 80s,
it was everything.
I mean, it was everything.
It was everything.
It was everything. Like their team and the Warriors team, there could be an argument like who was bigger in the landscape of their sport for a 10-year period. Barry never had that because the Giants weren't that good. He was great. They were good for a few years, but he wasn't like the best guy on the championship winning team. It's an interesting, I thought about this a couple of days ago because I was like, football usually takes everything to a new height, right? Barry's, I mean, maybe top 5 all time. I mean, kind of depends on where you want to rank the like steroids before and after, and how much did that factor into your thinking. And then Steph, you know, top 10, top 15 minimum, top 10. I don't know.
Definitely top 10.
Yeah. Is he though?
I'm putting him.
Is he top 10?
Yeah.
For sure?
For sure. I'm putting him top 10.
Okay, tell me who you're taking out.
Who's in the top 10?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. So we had a list because we talked about this like a week or so ago.
But before you get there, I just want to say that to me, the reason Steph is different.
I agree,
because he can go to the Philippines.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Joe Montana can't go to China, and everybody know, like.
No, you're absolutely
right. It's just
right.
a different ball game.
You're right.
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
Like number 30 is like in Ghana.
in Ghana.
I'll say this. I was in Greece one time.
Here's in Ghana.
In a sports store, they had 2 jerseys, Giannis and Steph.
Yeah,
that it was.
It's hard for me to remember that sometimes because it's Steph.
Yeah.
Like, no, his level of huge is just a different era.
But of course, again, that's the social media.
Yeah,
era.
Absolutely. That's like the globalization.
Because where's Brady now?
Yeah,
because that's what Joe Montana would have been.
Yeah.
And
Joe Cool, what? Joe Cool would have been. Yeah,
exactly.
Joe Cool was lit, man.
And again, Barry is different just because that their team didn't win as much, but he's one of the greatest players.
I also wonder would Joe Montana embrace it like Tom Brady has. If it got that
well, Tom Brady embraced it more after he's retired.
Yeah, but if it got that big, if Joe Montana was that big,
yeah.
would he it seems like post career he doesn't like
Don't
it.
know. Yeah.
Stuff cross.
He's like Skechers and a
He's
Guinness.
not out here. He's not out here sitting courtside at the Knicks game. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
yeah, because he's not a doofus. No, I'm just kidding. That was rude.
All right. You were saying
okay, top 10.
Yeah.
Tell me who you're gonna put instead of Steph. Take out. Let me see if I can get a 10. So you get Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. Top 3 immediately. Magic, Bird, 4, 5. Tim Duncan, 6. Bill Russell, Wilt, 7, 8. This is in no particular order. Oscar Robertson, Kobe, that's 10, and then Shaq would be 11.
Yes.
So
I'm definitely taking Oscar Robertson out.
Okay, so now you're
Easy.
down to 10.
Easy.
So now you got to take one more out. Is it Shaq?
Pick
Is it
one.
Kobe?
Pick one.
Russell?
Pick Wilt. Russell. Pick one.
What you're gonna take out Wilt?
Pick one. Whoever one you feel better about.
So
One
you
of
just
them
don't
got to
care.
go. No, I do care.
Okay, I'll
but-
take out Jordan.
No, I'm saying, look at, dude, they play. Bob Cousy dribbled with his wrists.
But
Like
did you hear me say Bob Cousy?
No, but I'm saying that's what they were playing. Like, it was 8
Don't
teams,
do that.
bro. It was 8 teams.
No, but that
It was
you can't
18.
do that.
I
though.
know we can
can't do
say
that, though.
can say because of their success, the game got wider spread and more people played it. We can say they didn't play with everybody who played then, right? We could say the game
can
was
say
much
that.
more segregated.
Okay.
Yeah, we could say that they didn't play.
But you
it.
can't take Steph from 2020 and put him back in 1968. You can't do that
Sure, you could.
No,
Why
you
couldn't
can't.
Why can't you?
because he wouldn't have grown up shooting threes because no one shot threes.
But he
back
still would
then.
have shot though.
He would have shot.
Well,
he wouldn't
Gail
have had the-
Goodrich could do it,
he
but Steph
wouldn't-
couldn't.
He wouldn't have the nutritional knowledge that he has. He'd have to have a job because he couldn't play.
I'm just
year-round.
saying, if Steph grew up with his skill set that he has,
But
in
you
that
can't
time,
say that though. You can't.
why can't you?
Because
So how is
how
there-
great
how
would
would-
Wilt Chamberlain had been if he had a concentrated on basketball all year long, lifted
So
weights?
what made
knew-
John,
ate
what
well.
made John Havlicek great?
He's a Celtic and he's white.
No, I'm saying he was a great player. Like at some point, you got to play
Of
the
course
game.
he was.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
do, but the advantages you have today are different than back in '68. You
No,
just you
I
can't
understand
take
what
a
you're
player
saying.
and drop him in a time
I'm saying
zone.
at some point though.
If you had
those
Barry
players were
Bonds in
good.
1942, he'd fucking kill everybody.
So you're saying Steph couldn't play in '68?
No,
wouldn't be
he
good.
could.
Yeah.
He'd be great. I'm just saying he wouldn't be the player he is today.
I don't know how we can say that. Who was the player that's Steph in that time?
There was no player because there was no 3-point line.
Yeah, no,
and nobody
no, there
valued
was
shooting,
somebody good.
but
Yeah,
nobody valued shooting from the outside.
Jerry West was that type of player. You telling me
Okay.
he couldn't be Jerry West was 6'2", 6'3".
He could. Okay.
Yeah, so Jerry West didn't have any of that, and he ended up being great. Why? How could we just say that Steph wouldn't have been that?
We can't.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
saying
know.
we
I know. I
can.
know.
Yeah,
I know. I think greatness travels.
Yeah, I think Steph
I think he
would have
been
fine.
great, but he wouldn't have been the same player. He wouldn't have been the same player he is today back in '68 because the rules
I'm
are
just
different.
saying, but
he would have grown up differently.
But Jerry
So would
West
Jerry
was an
West.
all-time legend by playing without a 3-point line,
Correct.
right? So Steph's a better shooter.
But would he have grown up shooting?
What else would he have done? Why
I don't
did John
know.
Havlicek? Why did Jerry West grow up shooting?
Huh?
Why did Jerry West grow up shooting?
I don't know, but he did in that
But that's
era.
my point. If we're saying Steph would have been a shooter, yeah, but maybe here's where you probably the argument. Maybe his ankles kill him back then, right? Like they don't solve his ankle problem, right? Because back then it wasn't like a brace. It was like
No, I'm not saying Steph's not.
put
a
some
top 10,
Robitussin up.
but I'm saying it's close.
I'm saying we can't.
But you're saying take out anybody.
I'm saying we can't put all of those guys in there, considering there's a context that we have to remind
Well, I didn't put
ourselves
Jerry
of.
West in there.
No, I'm saying Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain,
Yep.
Oscar Robinson,
Yep.
Kareem.
Well, we took
These are
Robinson.
four
We
players.
took Robertson out.
These are 4 players.
Well, don't say Kareem. Kareem could be the greatest player of all time.
Could be,
I mean,
But he
he's
also-
definitely 3.
but part of his dominance was in the 70s, while the ABA was happening. They weren't even playing everybody. That's my point.
Yeah,
Like
but-
I ain't saying Kareem belongs in there. I'm saying 4 of the top 10 came from an era before Texas Western put 5 starters on the
I
court.
don't know, LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. But 4 out of the top 10 is coming from an era before.
Well, we can't act like it didn't exist.
No, I'm saying let's not overvalue it though. So I could take 2 of them out easy.
But the only way you can do this is say how good they were versus their peers.
Well,
What's the
then that's easy.
baseline for an NBA player,
that's easy.
and how far were you above that?
Yeah, that's Steph's top 5 then in that situation.
Top 5?
Yeah, Steph's top 5. Well,
Was
maybe
Steph ever the
6.
best player in the game?
Was Steph ever the best player in the game?
He was never. I don't think he was ever better than LeBron
At what though?
at basketball.
If
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Was there ever a point?
Was,
and look,
was Larry Bird ever
this
the
is
best
why I
player in
hate
the game?
this. What? Yes, he was.
Wait, no, he wasn't.
Yes, he
When?
was.
I
Yes,
mean,
he was.
like, but he was
Yes,
the
he
best
was.
player in the game for reasons that wasn't just basketball. Like, so when was he better than Magic? By the way, when he won. So did winning make him better than Magic?
No.
Larry Bird said out of his own mouth, I have never seen a player like Magic Johnson. That's Larry Bird's analysis. He said, nah, bro, that not after a loss, not after a game. After he lost, he said, Magic, he's blown away by Magic. So what? So he's saying Magic is better. But if Magic is better, where do you put them? 4 or 5? Like who's first, Magic or Bird?
I don't really care.
You gotta care.
I'd put Magic first.
So if Magic first,
Magic's my guy.
Then that means Magic was always first, right?
Not always first in every given year.
So okay, in 2022,
Bird can be better in a different
Steph
year.
was better than LeBron. In 2022, Steph was better than LeBron.
Was he?
Yes.
I haven't looked at the numbers. Now you catch me.
Now we can't go off numbers.
He won it.
Well, just because you win the championship means you're
So
better.
that's what I'm saying. What makes somebody better? The things that make Magic better, if it's not tied to how you did that season, there are always the things that make him better. It's not like, okay.
Yeah, but you're assuming that you do your best all year, every year.
No, but I'm
like
saying,
Magic's
so what makes
peak-
Magic better? What
makes Magic better than Bird?
Yeah.
Passing.
He was
Although
always a
Magic-
better passer.
Although Bird was a great
Bird
passer.
was an incredible passer.
The ability to run the fast break.
Yeah.
Neither of them were great at defense.
At all.
Bird was a much better shooter.
Yes.
Rebounding, Magic may have been the best rebounding guard of all. One of the best rebounding guards of all
question.
time.
He
Oscar
was
Robertson
6'9",
was right up there.
yeah.
Bird was a great rebounder as well.
But Magic's
But I'd say
excellence,
leadership. And
Magic's excellence was not just basketball.
Yeah, it was
That's
intangibles.
the point.
It was intangibles.
Yeah. So do we get to count Steph's intangibles?
Sure.
So if you want to count intangibles, you can make several cases that he's better than LeBron. Who would you rather run your franchise? You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. The Bird is so underrated because people don't know. Like you had to watch. But if you say Matt, this is the argument. Was Steph ever the best player? Right? If you were just saying, hey, if you list the things that LeBron can do and list the things that Steph can do, LeBron's list was always greater.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's true for everybody on the list.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So if you list the things that Magic can do, list the things that Bird would do, you can make a case that Bird was better. You can make a case of it. But if you make the case Magic is better, that means Bird was never the best player. You get what I'm saying? Like he was
but
never
just
the
because
best.
he's better doesn't mean he's better every year.
But that's my point. As long as Magic was playing, Magic was the better player. If it's volatile based on the season,
but just because you're the better player doesn't mean you have the better year.
But that's my point. So if it's volatile and based on the season,
what am I fucking missing here? Then why am I missing the point?
If it's volatile based on the season,
yes,
then there were seasons Steph was better than LeBron. You're saying forget.
No. I know what you're saying.
You're saying let's throw out the seasons and just evaluate the player for what they can do. If you do that, then probably he wasn't better. But then also Bird was never better than Magic, or Magic was never better than Bird.
I got
because they're all you see what I'm saying?
Exactly what you're saying.
Which was better, Wilt or Bill Russell?
Yeah.
Right? Like once you pick one, the other one was never better.
Yeah.
So now they got to come out the top 10 then?
Yeah. I don't know, do they?
I mean, you said was LeBron, you said was Steph ever better?
That's what happens. You get really smart guys who are fucking.
You said was
they
Steph
just top
ever
circles around you.
I didn't bring that
Dude,
up. You
this
said
is one of the fucking smartest guys in the area code. And he just get me to fucking like.
No, the reason I brought it up because you said, "Hey, Steph can't be this because he was never the best." Was he the best player ever?
Well, no. That's when you said top 5.
Yeah,
like top 10, I can agree with. Although
I'm just saying, as far as like
really close.
If we're talking about,
but I mean, this is why this argument is dumb because they're all great players.
No, they're all great
players.
To me,
and I'll take any one of them.
To me, Magic, the reasons that make Magic better than Bird is the reason Steph ascends that high. There's the intangible. Like there's like people, we will understand this. We'll be talking about this the way you will be talking about Larry Bird, and we won't understand. Like Steph just being on the court changes the court.
No doubt.
Like that. Wilt did that.
No doubt.
Like Wilt is like, bro, we have to create new rules.
Yeah.
Magic was that way. Magic changed how you set up your organization.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now it's like, so when you start talking about that, like Oscar Robertson didn't do that.
I will say this, and I think you'll agree with me on this one. When you talk about top 10, top 15, whatever, and again, kind of a dumb conversation because they're all
it's
great,
fun. It's fun.
and you feel like you're arguing against people. But Steph's the most unlikely to be there.
I mean, to me,
Of
that's
all
a part
time.
of the factor. To me, like whatever he did, he
Would
did
you
at
agree
6
he's the
foot
most
3.
unlikely?
Yeah, he's a 6'3" light skinned dude from Charlotte, right?
What does light skin have anything to do with it? I'm fucking light skinned. I'm like really light.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, I am. Look how
You're
light
not
I
light
am.
skinned,
You
dog.
kidding me?
That's not light.
You kidding me? I have to put on 70
I'm
SPF
just
to leave my
saying,
fucking bathroom.
Like in basketball, like light skin is synonymous with soft, right? That's
Is
how
it?
the culture is. Yeah, that's why Jordan Clarkson is covered in tattoos now because Kobe said, "Stop going a hole like a light skin dude." And he's like, "Let me get rid of this light skin. Let me cover." But like,
I must have been super soft.
but my point, but like, nobody looked at Steph and was like, "I do next." Like, it just wasn't. You just didn't expect that from him.
Is that why players took a while to come around to him?
Oh, no question. I think that was a big part of it.
Why they voted Harden MVP
Yeah, I
or
think that was a
whoever?
big part of it.
Really?
Because it's a little bit. I mean, you know, hoop. It's embarrassing. It's okay to lose to LeBron. The dude is like 6'8".
Yeah.
He's as phically gifted
They
as
just
they
didn't
come
want to
in.
lose the
What are you
step.
supposed to? You lose it to a dude who's like skipping, like you know what I'm saying? Like if you grew up playing hoop in the hood, like that hurts. It's just like if the white boy cooking you, right?
God.
They used to be like, you know,
Russell Westbrook's kind of light skinned.
he is, but he's like
He's fucking
physically imposing, right? Like, yeah,
He's-
he ain't like Steph Clay light skin.
No. I didn't say that.
Is Steph the greatest short, or is he the greatest shortest? How do I say this? Is he
The greatest player at his size, like or less. Yes.
Everyone in the top 10.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
he's the greatest at his height. Yeah.
I don't think it was close.
Yeah, I think he's the greatest
I
at
don't
his
think
height.
it's close. Second.
I compare Steph to Magic. To me, what you feel about Magic, I feel about Steph.
Yeah.
Just from that perspective, like Magic, it was more than just like, hey, he produced this amount of points. He were like, when Magic was on your team, like you just felt different.
You did.
Like you felt like you. It's almost like you had to be there. You had to be there to understand the terror Larry Bird created. These are the best player you talking about was terrified of Larry Bird.
Yeah,
like that. You don't get to see that in the box score. Like you get what I'm saying. Like
no, I know.
now these stories are starting to come
Trust
out.
me, I know.
Where people are like, "Yo, Steph," and this kind of people are like, "Oh man, Steph." Like it was like, "Yo, we had to deal with Steph," and part of that is like how the players tell the story.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to get it. Like when he's in what was it, Boston, and he tells them after game 3, that's the last game y'all gonna win. You know, and then they like, what? And then it is that. So now these stories are starting to come out. That was Magic. That was Bird.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know what Wilt and them were like. My father would say the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you don't understand.
You don't
like,
get it.
yeah, my daddy was.
You don't get
my
it.
daddy would tell you. He would talk about Bernard King the way I'm talking about.
Love
Steph.
Bernard King.
They were going crazy.
Love
And then I
Bernard
see
King.
Bernard King comes to the Warriors, and I'm like, is
You're
this
like,
your
what?
king? This is your is this your king? With this guy with 2 knee pads
When
on?
do you think players start accepting stuff?
When I do feel like in the scope of, especially, I think LeBron created this universe where you got to be hated before you loved.
Yeah.
And I think once he survives that, like it's just going to happen. Like it's the social media era.
Yeah.
We're going to have to hate you. You got to get through it. And when you get through it, you'll be revered if you get through it. Like so I do think 2022, I mean, 2021, when he was just like, I'm cooking everybody. I think that was like, like this dude is like, remember he dropped, Dame tells the story better than anybody when he dropped 62 and or Paul
COVID.
George is like, I'm shutting you down, and then he gets 50. And it's like, I think 21 was where he went in that mode where I'm killing you. That's when he averaged 32 points a game. And then 22, he wins a title. And it's like, that's why his slogan was, what are they gonna say now? Like, I've answered every critique you have. What are they gonna say now? So I think we started seeing it in 21. Because then he's playing like it's literally Wiggins, not the good version of Jordan Poole, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, we still can't guard this dude. 22, like cemented, like he's one of the.
I mean, that's crazy though to think that like if he were like Manute Bullblack, he would have been like the man in 2015. They'd have been like,
I mean, think about
you got it.
Have you ever heard like people
Like so
criticize-
dark, you don't even have sheen.
People
It's just like a matte color. Like Manute was matte.
I mean, but
It
if
was like a
Manute
matte.
came
It
down
was
the
like
middle
black
and
matte.
dunked on everybody, people would be like, "Oh man, here we go."
No, Manute didn't
He's
do
a
that.
problem. Like, but Shaq did.
Oh, Shaq did.
Yeah, Shaq
Shaq
did.
did.
Nobody doubted Shaq, and nobody was like, "Man, I don't know, he might be soft." It was like, "Bruh, I'm telling you that."
Oh, trust me.
That's a thing they think about.
I had to guard that dude in practice.
That's the thing they
What a
think about.
nightmare.
You think Victor Alexander was holding Shaq back?
The fuck, what? I love Vic. He went holding him back. Dude, Vic used to when we were playing, Nelly had him on a diet.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And in fact, they both went to Pritikin together. And this was Nelly. In fact, Nelly just was always like just saying shit. Fucking like when I hurt my back, I came to Summer League one year.
Yeah.
After my first year, they
Y'all
wanted-
had summer league?
yeah, they wanted to play Summer League. So I came to Summer League and I couldn't play because my back was all jacked up.
Yeah.
So I drove down there to get some treatment. I think Tommy Abdenauer was down there. Came down there, get some treatment. And this same thing he told Vic when he was like at Pritikin. They're all both at Pritikin losing weight. And he goes, Nelly looks at me, I'm laying on the training table, getting work on my back. He goes, your back's hurt. Your fucking back's hurt? What are you doing? Too much fucking? I was like, what?
How about just lay on your back then?
What are
buddy?
you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, that's a long way to say he said that at Pritikin. But so he used to weigh Vic once a week, and if Vic didn't weigh a certain amount, he couldn't play. So we had this weight machine, and it was next to a wall, and then Vic would try to lean up against the wall and
so he
like push
could-
himself, so he'd look light. He'd be like lighter. Nelly'd be looking at it, and then he'd like look at it. He wouldn't even look over at the wall. He goes, "Get your fucking hands off the wall." He goes, "God damn it, Vic, no practice for you." Because he'd go from like 250 to 273 when he took his hands off the wall.
Bruh. That's
I was
insane.
like-
That's an insane jump. Man.
I was like, Vic, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? He was classic though. Brother, I'm gonna let you go. I mean, good Lord, I kept you way too long to begin with. But that
Oh,
was
man, we
awesome.
chilling. We chilling.
That
That's
was
great.
awesome.
I'm glad. I'll see you next year.
That was fun. Once a year.
Like a men's warehouse sale, baby.
Once
Once a year and only once a year.
a year, and it's a
Is that still a
distinct
thing, by the way?
Men's Warehouse?
The sale? Yeah.
Zachary All? I don't know. I don't know if Zachary All
He
or
came
Men's
to our
Warehouse still
graduation.
around.
They donated money. And he came and did that.
I don't
And
even
we
have
were
a
like
suit.
once a year. We were so hyped.
How many suits you own?
3.
I got one.
Yeah, I got 3.
Doesn't even fit anymore.
Brown, gray, and blue. Black, gray, and blue. I didn't think I fit mine, but then I had to go to the funeral. I was like, hey, I still could squeeze in this thing.
Yeah, I got black just in case. I figure it's good for funerals and weddings,
Yeah.
but I probably need to get a different one. It doesn't fit anymore because I got it. I had them fit me before I got my last surgery, and now I've lost weight, and I look like I'm wearing my dad's suit.
And just take
You know,
it
if I
to
get
a
all, like-
tailor. Take it to a tailor. You ain't, it ain't
That's
like
an
you,
option.
ain't like you about to big Vic this thing
That's
and
an
blow up. Like
That's
you,
an option.
You,
I could definitely do that. All right, before I let you go, favorite cereal.
like as a kid or now? Because
Either or.
I'm too grown for cereal.
You don't eat cereal at
No,
all?
I don't eat cereal.
Really? Not even like Rice Krispies or cornflakes, like adult cereal?
No.
What do you eat
Adult
for?
cereal.
What do you? What,
Is it adult cereal?
well, yeah, it's no sugar in it. Well, Rice Krispies isn't fucking Snap Crackle Pop. That's not
Like
fucking
the fact
adult.
that you need to snap
Jesus
crackle
Christ,
pop
man.
is the kids'
Kids
part.
don't. They don't eat that.
Yeah,
Kids
you
don't
ain't-
eat Rice
You might as well
Krispies.
eat Pez candy.
I
or
don't put
something
sugar on it. Jesus.
Man, I can't. Woo. Let's see.
Okay,
Now I eat
what-
cereal without the milk, but back in my day,
Wait, excuse me,
Cinnamon Toast
what?
Crunch was it.
You ate cereal without the milk?
Yeah, my wife has this like magic spoon. We have health. We have like
What are you
sprouted
talking
wheat.
about?
Look, if you look up, go to Whole Foods and go to the cereal section.
Okay.
That's the kind of cereal we got. Not none of that. No General
Like-
Mills is
like
in our house.
Like shredded Pete?
Yes. There's one cereal. It's like called Ezekiel or something. I'm not joking.
What?
It's,
What are they, shredded up Bible or something? I mean, what are we doing? Ezekiel.
I want to
What
eat
does
it
that
just.
even- what does
I
that
want to
even
eat it just
mean?
because I'm not playing.
Ezekiel cereal.
Look it up.
What does that even like? What? No.
No, because it's like it's supposed to be created by food from that Daniel ate or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Look it up. My
What?
phone just. I'm
What?
telling you.
Is Adam's
This is-
rib in there too? Like,
this
what are we
thing.
doing?
Ezekiel 4:9.
See, I told you.
Ezekiel 4:9
Healthy, baby.
is a cereal.
Yes. I'm
Fuck
telling you.
that. I ain't eating anything
Healthy,
religious.
baby.
I'm not eating anything religious.
Barley, beans, wheat, and lentils.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
that's what I'm
garbage.
saying.
That sounds like
Yeah,
absolute
I was
garbage.
like-
Are you kidding me?
Daniel said, I'm not eating the king's junk. Watch me be stronger when it's all over. Watch me be stronger when it's over. I'm going to eat my barley, wheat, and lentils.
Fucking
And I'm
lentils.
yeah.
That's my
So
cereal.
every time I walk by, I'm like, man, one of
Dude,
these days I'm going to try
I
this.
guarantee
Ezekiel.
if you poured milk on it, milk would jump out of the bowl. I'd be like, fucking get out of not a chance. I mean,
Yeah, we got something
No.
called Magic Spoon. And I just,
what's magic?
it's like
Spoon?
chocolate. It's like chocolate Cheerios, but healthy.
Oh, it's a cereal magic.
It's a
Spoon.
cereal, yeah. It's like supposed to be good. My wife eats it, but I just like pour some in my hand. And to me, I just feel like I've gone backwards if I'm sitting there with a bowl of cereal and milk. Like, grow up. Get a
But see,
breakfast
you're telling me to-
burrito.
You're,
Get a
you're
I'm
telling me to
saying,
grow up
with a
then.
spoon. Yeah, nah,
You're
it's
telling me to
time for
grow
you to
up.
wind it down.
I had a
like,
nice fucking bowl.
you
of
had a
fruit.
nice
I had
career,
a nice
nah.
bowl of Fruit Loops yesterday.
yeah, you had you've earned a chance to retire on some back to cereal. I'm still
Back
in
to
the
cereal.
I'm still in the give me a bowl of fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a breakfast burrito, something with. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm guessing you're not
sitting in
that,
front of the. Plus, I don't drink milk.
but you are right. CTC is like it's a goat cereal.
now,
It doesn't
what?
beat Crunch Berries,
What?
but it's right there.
listen, Crunch Berries, there was crack in there.
There might have been,
I'm telling you,
Might have
but the
been.
good stuff though, the stuff that don't really kill you.
but Crunch Berries. is
Crunch
still-
Berries was it.
rip your mouth up, but it's awesome.
No, it's an art to letting it sit for the perfect amount. So
You're right.
it's not.
You're right.
Don't
You're
rip your
right.
mouth up, but it's not soggy. But you got to be in that window.
You do got to be in
'Cause
that
that's
window.
quick. That's a quick
Yeah.
window, and you got to get through
Too
it.
soon.
Yeah.
Roof your mouth is
Too
soft.
late.
Too
You're
late,
eating,
too
you're eating
soggy.
cream
You're good.
corn, right?
Exactly. You're eating cream corn. All right, Pop Tarts
Oh, what? I don't eat them anymore, but yeah, I love Pop Tarts.
flavor.
Anything like with the frosting. I think it was like a berry.
Oh,
just like the- I
wild
don't-
berry.
Yeah, I don't like the white frosting, which is strawberry, but give me the
Oh,
wild berry.
You didn't like the brown sugar cinnamon?
Oh heck, nah. That was
What?
terrible.
Oh man,
Nah.
brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah,
like,
that's what people.
the
That's
one.
what people who need a little brown in them. You feel me?
No, I don't feel you at all.
How could you fail? I'm sunburned.
No, it's definitely no. The new Pop Tarts. There's like a new. I'm telling you, they
There's
got.
a ton of Pop Tarts now.
Yeah, there's.
Weston brought some home. It was like Thin Mints, like Thin Mint cookie flavor. I haven't had it, but
Yeah, get the Back to Nature ones. They're good. Put
Back
them in
to
the
Nature?
freezer and everything. They just like
is that bootleg Pop Tarts?
no the Thin Mints. The Back to Nature make the brand, but it's like
Oh, okay.
you know,
Cinnamon roll?
Girl Scout cookies. I don't even know what that is, bro. Like, what is a girl?
You know my thoughts on Girl Scouts.
No what?
They're terrorists. Girl Scouts are terrorists.
All I'm
If I
saying
can
is you
sell
can
the
leave.
cookies-
You can leave the things for whatever,
That's fucking
and like
Oh, there's no
it's
doubt.
like
they died.
But as soon as you
it's
open
been
up Thin
sit-
Mints,
it's been
they're gone.
no question. It's been sitting for 6 months before they sell it. Like it's in a warehouse somewhere. They made the things like 2 years ago, and somehow the Samoas is still the exact same no matter what. Like
Okay, two
that's
things
not food.
two things you can't do when you sell your cookies. Okay, don't hit me up going into the fucking store and then coming back out of the fucking store. Pay attention.
Yes.
Okay, I'm 6'8". I'm not that hard to. I'm pretty easy to spot. And second, if you're gonna be out there hawking your fucking cookies,
see Taliban rules for the little girls,
don't
Like,
have
outta here.
don't have mom sell them for you.
Yeah.
You got to be at the table selling your cookies. Don't be running
You
around.
sound like the
Don't be
terrorist.
running around playing grab ass like you're at a
This is
fucking Knicks
Tolbert's
game,
law here.
courtside.
Like, get outta here.
fucking around, and your mom's selling your cookies, and your mom's selling your cookies for you. Because I will flip a mom off every now and again. I'll go, fuck yeah, I want your cookies. But sell your own cookies, and don't hit me up in and out of the store. Okay, don't do it.
So pick one.
Don't do it.
Pick
And,
one.
and maybe
and
I'll
then
give you
go-
$5
and then
for
you
your
make the
cookies.
sale. Right
Yeah,
there, right?
exactly. Exactly.
That's a lot of rules for this.
Two
for the
rules.
$10 you about
It's
to spend.
two
Yeah.
rules.
You act like you're buying a Birkin bag.
Two.
Just
Two rules. That's it.
here's my rule.
If your mom's selling you cookies, I ain't buying them.
Here's my rule. I ain't buying your cookies anyway.
Really?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't mind that.
I ain't buying them cookies. I don't know where them cookies been. Who ain't?
I don't mind
My
that.
wife don't let that stuff in the house, bro.
Really?
She.
Wow. She's like really into health
I would
food,
have.
huh?
Yeah, I would have to like eat them before I get in the house.
What's your guilty pleasure then? What do you like? What do you
ice
hide?
cream.
What do you hide from your wife?
I don't really hide,
Okay.
but I just eat it.
What kind of ice cream?
Tara's organic ice cream and on College Ave is the best ice cream I ever had. Just go in there, pick a flavor. But anything,
Tara's?
Tara's is so good. But yeah, ice cream is one of them things. Like it kind of don't matter. Like ice cream is ice cream.
Yeah.
Give
No
me
nuts-
a good.
No nuts in my ice cream.
Yeah.
No Rocky
nuts
Road.
in- oh yeah, no.
I don't want
Rocky
to
Road.
bust a tooth.
But I'm saying like if you like cookie dough, it's maybe varying degrees on the brand,
Yeah.
but the bad cookie dough is actually pretty good. Like nobody eats ice cream and be like, this isn't it. I don't know. You like you eat the ice cream and you're like, I've had better ice cream.
That's not it.
While I'm scraping the bottom, like, yeah, this ain't really what you know.
While I'm scraping the bottom.
So, like you're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had better, but I'm not gonna not finish this, right? Like ice cream is my thing. Man.
Oh god.
And I can't even eat dairy, so somebody pays. Every
Yeah, I'm
time.
mint chocolate chip guy. That's my
wife. See, even if I lied and I didn't tell my wife I had ice cream, she gonna find out.
I'm a shake guy. though. More of an ice cream. I like shakes.
Shakes are incredible.
I like malts.
Shakes are
I
incredible.
love malts. You know what Kenny Lofton used to do?
I was thinking, wait, you know Kenny Lofton, the basketball player? You talking about the baseball player?
Both.
So
So Kenny Lofton, you're because when you're
no, the
when
young
talk
dude,
about
Kenny Lofton Jr. Remember the
Scrape-
That's what I was thinking.
scraping the bottom of your pint. So we used to go out to eat as a team on the road, and obviously, if anything was wrong, something was cooked wrong, they brought out the wrong order, you would give it back to the waiter, and he'd go get you a new one. I can just about every time, and I love Kenny. But he get through with like 3/4 of his steak and go, "Yeah, this isn't cooked quite right. I'd like to get a
My kind of guy.
I'd like to get a new. I'd like to
This
get
is
a
my
new,
kind of
I'd
guy.
like to get a new steak." I was like, "Well, you fucking ate 3/4 of it. What are we doing here?" They got like you got like a steak and 3/4.
Yeah, that's the part where you get
That's-
to. I mean, like you got to get to the middle of the Tootsie Pop to know. You know what I'm saying? You can't,
But you can cut the middle of the Tootsie Pop right
who
away.
cuts in the middle of their steak? Yeah, you got to eat.
Well, if you want to find out if it's good or not.
Nah, you just eat it, and then you're like, wait a second, this is it. What? This is it. Yeah, like I'm supposed to be getting to the juicy part here, and it's
All right, best thing you cook.
best thing I cook.
Yep.
That's tough because it's a lot. I'm gonna say this because my wife loves it, but fried chicken. I cook fried chicken. That's probably the best thing. That's the
Secret.
one thing she
What's your
goes.
secret? What's the secret?
I still have some old school crack from back in not the new stuff.
Okay.
I got the
The organic stuff.
I got the old
Organic
stuff,
crack?
you know, just- yeah, I got a few. I'm down to my last few rocks though, you guys. There's a it's called, I forgot what it's called, truffle, but they have
Yep.
it's like truffle hot sauce.
Okay.
That's the secret. Put that,
Really?
yeah, truffle hot sauce.
Truffle hot sauce? I love
Yes,
that.
I love that.
Wow.
So you just not
So you put it on the chicken and then fry it?
yes, like put it in as you
Wow.
yeah. It gives it a perfect like. It's not hot. It's not like it, but it gives it like an extra texture.
I like
Before I found that, I would put like a little cayenne in it, but just
that. Yeah.
chicken. It's like having when you KFC, you want the original or the spicy, man. You get the spicy,
Gotta get the spice.
but it's not spicy. But it's just got a little something in
You
it.
want a
So
little spice though.
yeah.
I like spice.
I like a little something in my.
I like
in
a
my
little.
chicken.
I actually like a little more than a little spice. I like to sweat when I eat. Have you ever tried a place called Curry Up Now?
Yeah, I don't do hot.
You don't do.
It's
Oh,
not
you won't
good.
like. Okay, forget
It's
it.
not
Then. You won't
good.
like this then.
Hot,
Yeah.
yeah, nah. Hot is it won't be good. It's like somebody was hitting that thing. He got that contact high.
She's out. She's out. She's done.
Yeah,
She's having a good time out here with
got
us.
that contact high.
Just listening. All right, last words on the. Just give me some quick thoughts on the Niners this year.
To be honest, I haven't paid much attention just because of
then
LeBron.
you don't have to.
But I will say this: like I think people will be reminded of Brock Purdy, man. I think this is gonna be Brock Purdy's year. Big Brock Purdy.
It's amazing that people that watch him rate him higher than people that don't watch him for some reason. Do you think people came to their conclusion early on and they just don't want to back off of it?
I think it's the same thing. Like with Steph. It's like I've already made my prejudgment. It's gonna take a lot to get me off it, right? But I do think like Purdy, low expectations, like not the weight of the world on the shoulders. I think he's a good quarterback. And when you have a good quarterback in Kyle Shanahan, you should be all right. Now I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl or anything. I think we'll learn a lot about Brock Purdy, but I would feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot this will be the last one. Russell Westbrook. What have you thought? Like his career and like it was interesting for me, Marcus, because I look at him a little the way I look at James Harden. Not necessarily my type of player, but really good players, guys that are Hall of Fame players and guys that did a lot of really good things on the basketball court. I mean, of course, they're completely different, but it just maybe I didn't like James Harden as much because he played in Morey's system and it was just an ISO based offense and guys standing around watching one guy do his thing, and that's the way Morey wanted it. I get it. And maybe Russ wasn't my cup of tea because of the way he played offensively. He wasn't all that efficient, and he got a little reckless at times, maybe a little more than a little reckless at times. But Harden was a great point guard, a great passer, and a great. He worked the rules to his benefit. But Russ was just a dynamo. He was like a force of nature out on the court. The way he played offense, the way he played defense, and again, just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean it's not a great player. I think Russ is a great player, belongs in the Hall of Fame, will be in the Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts on him as a player and his career?
I think I'm just very happy for Russell Westbrook because like he found a better narrative about his game, and I think him accepting a bench role and like kind of thriving in it. Nobody ever thought Russ would be that way.
Yeah,
I think Russ is like underappreciated because his game was so built on athleticism, and he lasted 18 years doing that. So I also think he'll be one of the people that we'll be talking about later who like we don't know how good he was because of Steph.
Yeah,
right. He'd be like, I don't know before the same way people will be like Clay and be like, man, what did Clay do? And you're looking at his accolades. I think Russ will be one of those guys. I'm with you. Russ wasn't my cup like as a type of player.
Yeah.
But man, that dude staying power, like his relentlessness, and I gained a lot of respect for Russ as he grew in his career and stayed. But to be not be able to shoot, to be known to be like emotionally volatile and still last like 18 years in the league, like that dude, that dude is special. And athletes, man, when it's athleticism, like that thing can go and it's over. Man, Russ was like, yeah, nah, it's not going. He probably still could play, if not for the, like pennies they have for old players, right? That's out there, but
really
to me that's impressive, and I'm glad people like will think the same about Harden eventually, right? As long as he's still not blowing playoff games, but eventually we'll get to remember like he's one of the most skilled players we've ever seen, and he just came around with Steph.
Yeah,
like what are you supposed to do? Like that's part of like Steph's legacy, but Russell Westbrook was insane. Like he did it his way, probably to his own detriment, but in the end, it ended up being the reason like he's so beloved. Like he didn't change, and I respect that from him.
I think you should rock one of his outfits next time you come over. Iron Maiden. You think he knows an Iron Maiden song?
No,
not a chance.
I don't.
Not a chance. He looked in the T-shirt though.
He got a couple. I think I got an honor the gift shirt. I think I got a Westbrook T-shirt. Yeah. Honor the gift is his little one of his clothing line.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's a full shirt though, no holes or nothing. I'm not coming out with like rips in my thing.
No, come on, no Hulk Hogan.
Nah.
WWE.
Nah, I'm good. I'll be waiting for the Trent Williams line. I'll rock some Trent Williams gear.
Trent Williams line.
How about the construction vest?
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you wear a construction vest one time?
That's
Ru-
hilarious.
Russ made clothes for people with six packs.
Oh, hilarious. All right, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for coming out.
I've been here so long, my phone died.
and-
That's crazy.
And look, that honestly, you're one of the best.
I'm telling you, I got the 510
You're
online, baby.
one of the best.
You're the best of the 510.
You're one of the best.
You hear that, Kawakami?
You hear that, Kawakami?
Hear that, TK? TK like I'm TK like I'm 415. Yeah. I ain't even got nobody to go at.
Who are you battling in the
Who am I
510?
going at?
Who are you battling?
I got
Oh, we don't even know who he's
Joseph
battling.
Dykes. What? Check me out.
Come see me.
Come see me. I don't even know who lives. I'm the only one on the side. That's
my
crazy.
God! Now you're incredible. You're super talented. You're, like I said, you didn't really grow up in the Nelly era, but you encapsulated everything about Nelly.
I appreciate it. I watched it. That's for sure.
I know you watched it, but you got it. You and Jack. I mean, that was a really, really cool story, and that's why you should read Marcus. Marcus does some really cool stuff, and it's not just basketball. He'll cover football. He'll fake like he likes track and field.
Figure skating,
And he'll
baby.
do other stuff. Yeah. You still faking like you like track and field?
Man, track and field is great.
No, it isn't.
It's incredible.
No, it isn't. You know it's not.
No, I say what?
You're just saying that.
100 yards, mano y mano. What's
many-
better than that? That's the original sport.
Is there like one people on the beat? Is it even a beat when one person's on it?
I'm sorry. Did you watch
Does
Noah
anybody-
Lyles in the Olympics in Paris?
Yeah, that's when nobody cares about track and field other than the Olympics.
Absolutely. But when it comes,
So every 4 years, you're
I'm
the
just
guy.
saying, nobody's out there watching ice hockey every 4 years. I mean, what is it? Field hockey every
Excuse
4
me?
years.
No, field hockey. No, but
Exactly.
Not ice
It's like
hockey.
100 Olympic sports.
But I didn't watch field hockey during the Olympics.
That's my point. Like, so track and field is so good. Every 4 years, you tune it in. Nobody watches
Yeah.
gymnastics after.
Well, I watch track. I don't watch field as much.
And our field is, that's a big beef in the
Is
in
it
the track. Yeah, it's like, hey man, if we just separate this stuff,
really?
it makes some money. Field is what makes
If
it
we
hard.
just got rid of field.
I mean, that's what Michael Johnson did. Just make it sprint, right? The
Yeah.
Grand Slam of track. It didn't work though, but the whole
I mean, I love it. I mean, that's. I mean, look, Olympic sports are great during the Olympics. When it's not the Olympics, nobody cares. Nobody cares
think-
about ice skating.
I don't know, man. I grew up watching Ronaldo Nehemiah on the Worldwide of Sports racing people. A good race is a good
Yeah, there
race
was,
at
like,
any point.
Yeah, your TV got
They
three,
just don't skate. They just don't run. They just
your TV got 3 channels. Of course you watched it.
exactly. I'm just saying,
Of course you watched
if you
it.
put fast people and they race each other, the reason Olympics is great is because everybody is racing then. Outside of that, they don't run.
My point
Yeah,
exactly.
But if they ran, you'd
we
be like,
don't
track
get
is
to,
great.
we don't get to see the best versus the best.
Yes, that don't mean track ain't great. That just means they scared.
Oh God.
Enhanced games though, check it out.
What games?
You ain't heard of enhanced games?
No, it's
They have an Olympics for people who
with
juice.
Juice,
Yeah,
yes.
PEDs allowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were supposed to break all these records, didn't break.
Didn't
them.
do it? Didn't do it.
You know what? If they had the old crack, it would have
And on that note, thanks, Marcus.
absolutely. Thanks for having me. You're the
See ya.
And remember this, Tommy T. Cash and tickets is what it's all about.